on the road.
Oh, there it is. Morning, everyone. Claire. Got hit with the allergies yesterday, I think.
What happened?
Got the itchy eyes, the scratchy throats, the achy teeth. You ever get the achy teeth?
Achy teeth.
When you get like a cold or something because the sinuses get all jammed up.
Oh, like in your gums? Or
Yeah, my teeth just ache.
Holy jeez.
I just blew out my nose with some Afrin, though.
That shit's pretty good.
It's good. You gotta be careful, though. This shit is addicting.
Just use it when you're stuffed up. That's fucking righteous.
It's a much
stuff.
better one too. It's a menthol one that comes with the pump with the two fingers. It's a much stronger than that.
Oh, let's get that. Let's get that right away.
Check that out.
Then I got the Visine eye allergy relief.
Oh.
Visine makes a special eye drop for allergy sufferers. And then I threw a Claritin D in there for a goof.
I think it's
because all that crap doesn't work. You think the rain just pushed all the pollen down on my stupid head?
I think it's the rain. What do we have? Like a month's worth, they said.
In one day?
Month's worth of rain, one day.
Wow.
Crazy.
So, I don't know. I'm going to give this the old college try and see what happens.
Oh.
I feel like shit.
Fuck. Have some brandy. You sweat it out.
Yeah? Sounds like a good idea. Why not? Had to come in because of the Rob Ford thing.
Rob Ford's, he's great. What a great leader. I guess they have video of him smoking crack.
From last week.
From last week. Another one of these situations where, in our humble opinion, he got away with it the first time because there's not an actual tape of him doing it the first time, right? And then he get caught again. All he had to do was sort of like,
just lay low.
Keep it on the down low, man.
But you smoke it at home with someone you know, your sister.
Yeah, this is somebody. Obviously, he doesn't know he's being recorded.
It's a drug dealer, yeah.
And
more sneaky recordings going on.
Some sneaky Pete's out there with their.
Hey, man, we're all accepting this because of the Donald Sterling thing.
We love it.
We all want everyone to be taped in the comfort of their homes, and then we want that audio and video pushed out to the media. We all accepted it,
but
obviously.
We cry about our own right to privacy,
right?
Whenever something pops up that might get into your shit, right?
Donald Sterling is not a nice man, but I still have a problem with how they caught him.
Yep. Ridiculous.
And now you got Rob Ford being videotaped. Obviously he has no idea he's being videotaped. Smoking crack where? At his sister's house?
Was it at his sister's?
I don't know.
Who's getting invited over to his sister's house?
The story hit so late last night. I'm still trying to get to...
It's his sister's house. It's the basement. It was like a single light. It was really like a kind of a dim, shitty room.
Right.
And the drug dealer was over there. And I guess someone was suing. I don't know if he's suing Rob Ford. It might be the sister's ex-common-law husband.
Everyone.
Said that's the thing that she smokes out of, like the ex-common-law husband of the sister.
That's her pipe.
Yeah, I think you recognize it, and of course this guy's trying to sell this.
He's
to the Globe or whatever.
He's a fat guy.
Right.
He's sweating profusely.
Right.
His face is beet red.
Right.
And he's smoking crack.
It's just amazing.
How does he live?
and
how is he alive?
And he loves his fast food, obviously.
Oh, yeah, loves that.
I don't know.
He's on a re-election campaign. He's trying to get re-elected in like a forgive and forget type thing.
Forgive and forget.
And he's like stepped away now at one point. This is probably going to finish.
Well, now he's saying he's going to go seek treatment, I guess. I don't know. But the Globe and the Mail, a Canadian newspaper, reported viewing a second video of the mayor smoking what appeared to be crack cocaine. This one in the basement of his sister's home, early Saturday. Okay. The video is part of a package of
crack.
The video is a part of a package of 3 videos.
Oh.
The dealer said was serendipitously filmed around 1:15 a.m. and which he says he is now selling for at least 6 figures.
Oh Christ, fucking vultures!
Well, you can't. Yeah, but a drug dealer,
That's
a guy
true.
selling crack is a vulture anyway.
That's true. Yeah, no one's really freaking out as far as.
So
Emma Stone looks a lot different.
Huh? Where's the Emma?
Emma's lovely.
That was her on.
That was Emma Stone.
I know, she doesn't look like Emma Stone really.
Wow, there's no one at that baseball game. Where was that? What kind of distracted we get? And what did it hit where the water's popping up?
Oh, it's like a college game.
What, the sprinklers went off? Or is that a hose? What's going on?
I don't know.
Some kind of geyser? What the fuck?
Man, that's a geyser.
Whatever. Whatever. And there's audio tapes of him saying some shit in a bar too.
Really?
That was the first bit of info that popped up yesterday, and then they said, "Oh, that's nothing compared to this videotape of him smoking crack."
He's a disaster.
He has to step aside, like finish out his term, and then try to run again in 4 years. If a couple years later he came back,
try to run again.
I mean, if he wants to run again, so he has to give himself time to get clean. Then people might go, "Well, he's redeemed himself."
This guy's a goofball.
Yeah.
He'll never, have a position in politics again.
Well, he's trying to run now, but is he a good mayor?
He's a goofball. He's smoking crack.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If he had 4 years,
no, he's not coming back from
only shot.
I don't know how that Canadian stuff works because, you were saying earlier, if this was the United States, he'd have been gone.
Yeah,
gone.
Yeah,
a long time.
The politician just knows. Okay, I got to step down.
Yeah.
But they run things differently.
In the best interest of my constituency and my family, I will step down.
Yeah, this guy's just like fucking more crack.
Yeah, there's audio of him. This was the first bit of info that hit last night. Audio surfaces of Toronto Mayor Rob Ford ranting and swearing at a bar. Ford said to mayoral candidate Stintz, I guess, who's running as well,
"Yeah,
I'd like to fucking jam her."
What does that mean, fucker, in Canadian?
I'm not sure.
I'd like to jam her, eh?
I'm not sure if that has something to do with maybe stabbing.
Yeah,
fucking.
what does that mean?
I don't know.
Get her in trouble. You're gonna jam up, like maybe
jam her up.
give her.
Yeah,
I'd like to jam her. Like that might be like.
Or could just be jam your dick in her.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe we need some Canadian to help us out on that one.
Do we have
I don't
audio?
know.
Oh, we do.
Oh, we have the audio of that. That was released.
Right.
Oh man, I went to bed too early last night.
Bullshit. They said they went to Queen's Park. They said no way. The Tim Hudak comes up and says, "Yeah, I agree with all the gays. Should have the." I said, "That's it. I lost my conservative value
You
on
actually
that."
went to Queen's Park with it.
Well, they
You
did.
as mayor, you actually went to Queen's Park with it.
No, they went. The gay organization went to Queen's Park, and they were on a standstill. So at Queen's Park, you have to have every member,
Of course.
to vote for it. And
I thought you were the one who...
No. And Tim says, "You know what? Yeah, that's right. I think it's right there."
That's where he lost me. Or that's where
He lost my vote. I don't know what the fuck. I can't vote liberal because I don't like what Wood's doing.
Oh my God.
I'm not because she's gay. I just don't like the corruption. NDP, I'm just not left wing. I just can't. I am like Timmy Hudak, but I can't. I won't put a sign up when I want. I won't donate money. I might have to vote green. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to vote right now. I'm going to vote something. But I am absolutely going to vote. I'm probably going to vote for green because the green guy didn't say a fucking word. You know what I see?
But you're a business guy. You have business.
And they haven't
How could you vote for anything else?
No,
Hey, you're a guy named RS.
You don't like me that. It's okay. I don't mind. Honestly, man, I don't mind. As long as they vote, I'd rather vote against me than not vote no. I'd rather nobody.
Is this what goes on in these?
Where the fuck is he hanging
I'd rather
out?
lose to Olivia Child than lose to anyone, man. Because you know what? Then you guys will see what you're going to get fucked so bad. And you're going to say, thank you. No, I'm not coming back. Once I'm gone, I'm gone.
He's a potty
I'm going
mouth.
to California.
Like, you know what you're like?
How about Karen Stintz?
I'd like to fucking jam her, but you know, I can't talk to you.
Fucking jam her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
So sorry.
I
think it means fucker, right?
Yeah. This tape is really hard to understand, right?
Well, it's a bunch of people yelling,
Right.
talking over each other. Yeah,
That was the big one, though. He wants to jam
her.
her.
I don't know what it means. What the fuck is that about?
You're jamming me.
Jamming me.
The top pay.
Take back your biscuit boo.
Yeah, there you go. Sal has no idea. Look at him. What? Sal, you know what we're talking about?
Tom Petty, I'm pulling it up right now.
Oh, whoa.
Wow. Wowie, kazowie.
Good job, Sal.
And if anybody has a problem with Sal's timing on this issue,
All right.
Pitching a fit.
wow, I'm not used to that cue being played within 45 minutes of saying it.
This guy's been calling for 2 days. Jesus.
What?
Travis, go ahead. For 2 days, really.
Yeah, when are you coming back to work?
Go ahead, Travis, for 2 days. No, now you got to turn it off. Travis, go ahead.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, I haven't been calling for 2 days. First time caller.
No, you called yesterday, and we're on hold for a long time. Go ahead.
No, true story. Definitely never did. But anyways, I just haven't heard anyone talk about maybe the fact that this girl and Magic Johnson kind of set Sterling up.
I've heard that theory.
That's a dumb theory.
Silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would that happen?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they're very tight, I guess, and
well, you're bringing the theory to the show, so why do you think that?
I just think that he wants to buy the team, and he thought that by her setting him up, he could get this would happen.
Because she's very trustworthy, right? She's a lunatic. You understand that?
She is a crazy person.
I don't think Magic Johnson would associate with a lunatic that's walking around with a fucking weird visor every day. And now she's got a posse, and they're all wearing hats with her name on it, and she's just marching around L.A. because she's loving the attention. That's the type of person Magic Johnson's going to associate with, right?
I thought that they were very tight. I thought I had heard that. That's all.
Yeah, but you got to just, think it over in your own brain. There's no way Magic Johnson would do that.
Nah.
Right.
All right.
Punch it out.
Thank you, Travis.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Then there was another guy that was on hold all day yesterday with that theory.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why? That's a ridiculous theory.
Everyone loves a good theory.
She announced, 2 days ago that she's going to be the president of the United States of America. Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Is she running?
I think Magic Johnson would stay, clear of people like that if he was going to do some dirty work behind the scenes to try to buy a basketball team.
Bitch is nuts.
Yeah, show the picture of her walking around with the guys with her name on their hats. That picture is everywhere today as well.
Meanwhile, she was just fucking an old racist.
Right.
That's her claim to fame. You were, if then again, I can't say they were having sex. She said they weren't, but I'm thinking they were.
Yeah, there was something.
There was something, right?
Something there.
Because he said relationship.
Yeah.
She was at least trying to get his noodle hard.
Yeah. Well, sugar daddy action.
Right. But anyway.
Remember those candy sugar daddy? They pull your fillings out?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, the worst.
Fuck, were those bad.
And Magic Johnson won't say he won't buy the Clippers. Because all these celebrities, it's brilliant on their part. They're all stepping forward like, I would love to buy the L.A. Clippers.
I'm announcing today that I am putting my hat in the ring to try to buy the Clippers.
Hope your goddamn head is in it.
Oh, wow. We got to alert the media so you can be part of this.
Yeah.
Because like P. Diddy's saying he would love... P. Diddy's not buying the L.A. fucking Clippers.
Someone said, I'd like to hear his private conversations.
Of course.
P. Diddy.
Of course.
If there's anything racial or criminal that he's talking about.
Right, of course. All these guys. It's not a person alive that would like their private conversations all of a sudden pushed out there to the media.
That all of a sudden you find out you've been recorded for a while now.
Right.
Would you be comfortable with that audio just being put out there on the internet? Honestly ask yourself, you didn't know the past month, let's say, someone was recording your private moments in your house. Do you honestly think you'd be comfortable with that being put out there and think that nobody would really judge what you've been saying?
Ask the NBA players.
Exactly.
Instead of just everybody, let's just start there.
Yeah.
Is there an NBA player that would have no problem with his private conversations that he didn't know were being recorded, being pushed out there? The answer would be a no across the board.
But no, the answer would be sure, because it didn't happen.
Right.
So they'd be like, oh, yeah, no, I don't say anything. Meanwhile, the reality of it is bullshit.
Right.
You'd be crucified. Everyone, stop. We're humans. We say stupid shit when we're by ourselves or in the company of like-minded people.
Everyone loves to trash talk.
Exactly.
Everyone. As soon as you leave the room, people are talking about you.
Yeah.
What?
As soon as you leave the room.
Yep.
You think you're safe from that? You're at a party and you leave the room or you go home? That's why I hate leaving parties
early.
early.
So uncomfortable.
You got to leave parties late.
It's uncomfortable. When you're like, all right,
parties
take it easy, and you leave, and you're like, they're just rambling on about me.
You ever hear Colin's really funny bit about when you're dropping off family members? What you do is everyone's trashing everybody, and then the person you trash is the one that you drop off next.
You drop off next.
And he's like, you start bashing them, they're still waving at you in the rearview mirror.
Right.
You're attacking them.
That's funny. That's very funny. So Magic Johnson won't say he won't buy the Clippers because he wants his name in the press like anyone.
Yeah.
Anyone in public life wants to see their name in print. So of course he's not going to say no. I'm not going to buy the team.
Here's another thing that people are stupid about. Look at the news cycle. This one loses steam. No one's going to give a shit. Oh, everyone's going to pull back and just go, nah, I'm not going to buy that team.
Right.
Nah, I don't care who owns it. Who gives a shit?
Oprah's buying the Clippers?
Sure
really?
She is. Sure she is.
Mayweather is buying the Clippers? Really?
Sure he is.
None of these guys are buying the L.A. Clippers. Maybe a Magic Johnson because he's in that world. Maybe he get some guys together and they do it. Who knows? But the rest of them, no fucking way.
I have to sell some of my movie theater.
Isn't he part of a big conglomerate? There's he's a real small percentage of a
consortium.
Giant... Yeah, that's a consortium.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But enough with the P. Diddy. He's not buying the Clippers.
The P. Diddy.
He's too busy partying and trying to be cool.
Right. Thinking up a new name.
His whole job is to make all of us think he's the coolest man alive.
Oh, yeah.
What's the latest commercial where he has his bow tie, but it's untied? Because he's still partying in his...
The car commercial where they're out in the desert.
And his, yeah.
Got the club out there in the desert.
It just says cool.
Oh, yeah.
P. Diddy is cool.
P. Diddy.
We wish we were as cool as P. Diddy. Look at this. Look at this. They're in the desert.
And then they find an oasis.
Right.
Run by Diddy.
Of course. What is this, a car? I don't even know. Is it a car commercial?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't even know.
Come on.
I just knew they were in the desert walking and P. Diddy shows up.
Yeah.
A little yellow car.
Look at P. Diddy. He had a long night. He still has his tux on.
Good song they're playing.
Your mind is playing tricks on you. We're gonna die out here.
Oh no.
Oh my, look at that! No, stop! You're seeing things! It's just a mirage! Welcome
To the soiree.
You sure this is a mirage? The Fiat over there has 4 doors. Fiat only makes small cars. It's not real. Yeah, you're right. Bye, Diddy Mirage.
You're definitely gonna die now.
The all-new 4-door Fiat 500L. Unbelievably big.
I want to take Diddy Mirage with me.
You think Pharrell makes a lot of money from this song?
Oh, boy.
He signed away all the rights, I heard?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was not smart on his part.
Wow.
But
really?
There you go. The P. Diddy.
Yeah.
He's also selling his water in that commercial and his TV channel. And his little plugs for everything throughout.
Plugs for everything.
Mm-hmm. You think that was part of the deal to get him to do the commercial?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a big, in the background, there's his big channel logo for his TV channel.
Yeah.
What's his channel?
Revolt, I think, is what it's called.
Revolt.
I think.
Really?
All right, well, let's say hi to Sully in D.C. Sully.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hi, Sully.
Hi.
Go ahead, buddy.
I was listening to that tape a little bit, and that broad he's talking about is a lesbian. So when he says, I want to jam her, if you just listen a little bit more, he says, but she doesn't want me.
So,
All right.
is she cute?
I'm not sure. My brother-in-law's he's Canadian. He tells me they all look like shit anyway, so.
I haven't seen many attractive to heterosexual men politician lesbians, quite frankly. Bella Abzug. Was she a lesbian?
Oh, boy,
That
was
one
she.
that was running for mayor of New York City?
Boy, was she.
She not very attractive.
She was, I think you're right about
As
that.
far as, what the average heterosexual male would deem attractive.
Yeah, right.
Now, the lesbian woman might find this fucking uncontrollably beautiful.
This guy's more on Magic Johnson. Josh in Maine. Josh.
Hey, good morning, boys.
Good morning.
That Magic Johnson theory is stupid, just in the fact that Magic Johnson doesn't have the money to be a majority owner of a basketball team. I can't imagine he'd go to all this trouble to buy 3% of the Clippers like he did with the Dodgers there.
Yeah.
Does he have 3% of the Dodgers?
Yeah.
But a very small percentage.
But if you know how it's reported in the media, it's like Magic Johnson owns the Dodgers.
Yeah,
he's a minority owner. You're right. He doesn't have enough money, but he would, I guess, be the figurehead if he got a whole bunch of people together to buy the Clippers. You know.
Sure.
I'm kidding.
And yes, we all know that D.C. reelected a crack smoker.
But he had time off. But Marion Barry didn't just get reelected. I don't think. Wasn't there like a period where?
Yeah, there was a few years there.
And there's a constituency there that doesn't give a flying fuck that he was fucking.
This Rob Ford though, there's just too much. There's just too much on him.
Yeah, that's true.
There's just way too much on him.
With Marion Barry, it was like one video in a hotel room.
He's got no deniability. This guy.
Yeah,
right.
He's multiple videos.
I don't know. And he didn't come across as a goofball either. Rob Ford comes across as a complete and utter goofball.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Everyone's taping him and just laughing at him. There was a tape that came out in March we didn't even bother with where he was drunk on the street.
Yeah.
And they're taping him and he's saying silly shit and everyone's just laughing. And they're not laughing with him. They're laughing at him. And he's the mayor of Toronto.
A black city is a lot less likely to let a black mayor go away if they can help it than just this big fat white,
Right.
The people in Toronto are probably just enough with this guy.
Yeah, I think they've had it.
I just don't think he has a shot whatsoever at this point.
No, the people have got to be thinking, hey, I don't think anything's really getting done here.
Right.
Yeah, good for him.
So that's it on the Rob Ford, I guess, for today. Look at us. It's a video of him smoking crack, and we're like, yeah, of course this came out.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, speaking of the Sterling thing, it's being reported today that he's gonna fight it.
Yeah.
He's not going down without a fight.
Yeah, I guess he talked to somebody over there, Fox News?
Sterling?
Yeah, he talked to like some sports reporter.
Was that before the thing, though?
But very quickly. Yeah, he was asked.
Do we have that clip?
This was yesterday. No, he was asked, and the reporter didn't record it, but he said that he heard this from him.
Right.
And asked him, are you going to sell if they sell you? And he goes, the team is not for sale. I am not selling this team. And this is yesterday.
So now what did the Clippers do? What did the players do? They're still playing for this guy.
They just play.
They're still playing for this guy.
Morris, this will all go away.
In the end, they're still playing for him.
But they have to contractually. It's in a couple of years, if he's still there, that's when it's going to hurt him. I don't think they can leave now. Like, you can't. He would have a legitimate lawsuit against him.
If you're a basketball player and no one else is calling and you're on the Clippers, what are you going to do? You think you're really going to be like, well, for my principles, I'm leaving and being unemployed?
Yeah. But no,
you're going to stay right the fuck where you are.
Because the money's nice.
Right.
That's a very nice life they got.
He knows that.
But the fact is, they're still playing for Donald Sterling. No matter how you try to spin this fucking thing.
He owns the team right now.
He owns the team, and as you guys continue to win, you're just making the team worth more money.
Worth more.
For Donald Sterling.
Putting more money in his pocket.
Right. So you can do your standing ovations, and you can
put your shirts on inside
out, and you can wear your black socks, and the fans can bring any sign they want to the game. But the fact remains, everyone is there supporting the owner, Donald Sterling.
Every night that you go out there, you're pretty much stepping out into that proverbial cotton field, as they've been saying.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right.
Back on the plantation.
Right.
Why is she hiding her face, though? Why is this woman... I think she wants to make it her thing.
Because she's an idiot.
But, it's a...
Yeah, she's an attention seeker.
Everybody wants a little bit of their own privacy and their own... They want to control when their
Isn't
image
that
and their
funny?
shit
Yeah,
leaks
she's
out.
doing that for her privacy. Meanwhile...
I strongly think she doesn't give a fuck what Donald Sterling said, but she realized she had gold and went, oh, man, this is going to be my time now. And then she
don't care.
Then she went visor shopping.
Yeah.
Because that's her thing out there. Did you see the picture? That might be the one where the guys are all wearing the hats around her, Jimmy?
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now.
Yeah. So that she's got a posse, and all the guys have a hat with her name on it.
And a bodyguard. And they said that she was trailed by cameras rollerblading around this $1.8 million duplex that Sterling had bought for her.
Right.
Yeah, he sounds like a real... Look, the guy's an asshole, but he bought her a $2 million place. How do you not be in a relationship? You're not fucking a guy who bought you a $2 million place?
What's going on there?
Maybe she's just good at leading someone on.
Yeah.
She's a genius if she did that. I'll get you some juice, baby.
Let's say hi to David in Connecticut.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, David.
You guys should take a look online. If you just Google the Sterling depositions, he's got depositions out there where he's talking about prostitutes sucking him off, all sorts of stuff. It's crazy. I don't even know if it's this woman V or not.
I'm trying to find the one I tweeted a few days ago. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, and there's multiple. I mean, it's not just one. There's a bunch of these things.
There's one where he just went off, and they said, that's not what we were asking you. I'm just trying to find it right now, because I have to go way back in my timeline. If you can find any of those depositions online, Sam, that'd be... Oh, wait, this might be it right here. Let's see. Well, I fool around sometimes. I do. When a girl seduces me and tells me all of these hot stories, it's hard to read, sorry, and dirty things, and tells me how much she wants to suck on me, and takes my shoes off and licks my feet and touches me. When I'm in a limousine, she takes all of her clothes off. The limo driver said, "What is going on?" And she started sucking me on the way to Mr. Really? Mr. Coon's house? Is this fake? Mr. Coon's house, and I thank her. I thank her for making me feel good. And then the guy, the lawyer, whatever, says, "Sir, the question was, is this your handwriting?" Is that real?
Come on.
Is that real?
Come on.
No, I think it's real.
To Mr. Coon's house? Which goes with the thing we brought up again yesterday, that the name always fits the story.
Oh, yes, look out. I don't know if that's real. Come on.
I don't know.
There's other depositions that are floating around out there. It's not just that one.
Right.
I mean, you know, is it incorrect? It could be, but I think it came from the Smoking Gun, and that site's pretty...
Is it the one I read, pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm not... I got to be honest, I'm not certain that... I'm not completely sure it's true, but... All right. If you're saying the Smoking Gun has it, that...
Oh, man. That probably is.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, David.
All right, thank you.
And now we get this question again. Bishop in Chicago. Bishop.
Good morning, boys.
Quit screwing around.
I was just going to say, do you think there's any possible way Sterling knew he was on tape? They sound set up. He didn't say anything that bad. He wasn't dropping N-bombs or anything crazy like that.
No, he did not know he was on tape. I don't think so.
This show, I think, across the board, we have differing opinions on all sorts of topics on a daily basis here, but I think all three of us are convinced that he did not know he was being taped. And I think TMZ needed something from that woman to, before they posted it, because they might be in a bit of trouble for even just posting that shit.
Cover their ass.
Depending on the law. I don't know what the law is in L.A. where TMZ is. So. Yep. But I have no doubt in my mind that he had no idea he was being taped. There's just too much to lose. And they're also saying there's a lot more audio out there.
Yeah.
And maybe those audio tapes, we don't know. Maybe he is saying the N-word. And maybe they're holding that back. Who knows?
All right. Well, thanks for taking my call.
All right, Bishop. But then we'll get more people saying, but they're saying he did know.
Yeah, what's the upside of him knowing and being recorded and saying things that he knows would get him in trouble?
I watch the news, they tell me something, and then I immediately believe the opposite.
Yeah.
And then I go and I try to, figure this shit out on my own. That's how I go about my day.
Yeah, that's the safe way.
Or I know they're being incredibly dramatic to keep their viewers. So then I see, okay, where is this story? Where does it actually lie?
Yeah.
Like CNN, everything is now breaking news.
Yeah.
There's not that much breaking news.
No, no.
They have breaking news on the Malaysian air disaster still. There's no breaking news there.
Yeah, well, the Fox News alerts are just now the top of the hour thing.
Right.
That's all they do.
And that was their breaking news for a while.
During the war, you know.
Because someone
breaking news.
Because someone figured out, you know, when the old days, we're older gentlemen. When you saw breaking news or a special report,
everyone interrupt this program for a special news report.
Everyone stopped what they were doing.
Right.
And these guys, you know, on these cable news outlets, they understand that mentality.
Gong! Special alert. A Fox News alert.
I do get tricked, too. If I'm at the gym or whatever and I see breaking news, I'll go to the TV and go, oh, that's right. They do this all the time. I'm a dummy again.
The president is speaking at a factory. And
who gives a shit?
Right, that's not breaking news.
It's not breaking news. Who cares?
It usually meant a president got shot.
Right, that's what it meant.
Or a plane went down.
Something huge.
There were only a few things that, you know, that fell under the category of breaking news.
A special news bulletin.
Not even I guess the over-the-top, huge A-list celebrities, too, got a little breaking news action. John Wayne, dead.
Yeah, maybe. But for the most part, it was meant for some serious shit.
Right. We're going to war or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Not this horse shite.
Snowy from Michigan. I'm kind of with Snowy a little bit here. Snowy, go ahead.
Morning, gentlemen.
Hey, buddy.
Yellow.
I'm kind of with you guys. I mean, if these players really hated the owner that much, Jimmy's right. You can't not play. But why don't you tank the game? Get together, make
You can't do that.
I think this is...
No.
But they're saying, you know, this is bigger than the game itself, so I don't know. Imagine the game's tied. You got a guy on the foul line. He can win the game. Let's say there's no time on the clock, and then he just kind of looks toward the owner's box, even though he's not allowed to be at the games, and then just fucking throws two air balls from the free throw line.
Right.
These guys are good enough. They could throw the game and not make it look like they're throwing it, is what I'm saying.
But you're letting down your fans if you do that. You're letting down like your own personal legacy. Like
this is what you worked for your entire life.
People are supporting you, not the owner. When they go to those games, they're not trying to support the owner. It's about the team and the guys playing.
I don't think
that's what I do.
Going to the game though, your money's going in the owner's pocket though, isn't it?
Yeah, I understand that.
They got a good team, but I don't think they're going to win the championship. So you know that you want to talk about a legacy. All of a sudden, you know, you're the team that says we're not playing anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a story that would be. That would get things done.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, they're good enough. They can mask it to make it look like they won't.
But I mean,
crazy.
Somewhere right now they're feeling good about themselves with everything that went down. But like we said only a few minutes ago, the fact remains they're still playing for Donald Sterling. Period. And the guy has come out, you know, either yesterday, and said he's not going down without a fight, and he's going to fight this thing.
He could ask for trades and stuff like that, but you know, there's a camaraderie I'm sure that those guys have as teammates. It's just, even though he's a scumbag, you don't want to just be a footnote. Like, oh yeah, they lost in the first round. These guys are competitors. They want to compete and win for their own, all those years they've put into it.
Yeah.
You don't play basketball for your whole life just to fuck miss a free throw on purpose.
Because the owner fucking...
The 80-year-old owner is a racist. Like half of the owners probably are.
Yeah.
That's why that vote's going to be very interesting.
He's going to fight
Will it be unanimous?
This will be tied up in some kind of...
But what will the rest of the owners do?
Yeah, why is it an anonymous vote? Like, why do they have to say who? Oh, that's right, they went there. I see.
Oh, they want their privacy? Yeah, of course, Jimmy.
Of course they do.
Oh, that'd be great if it was unanimous, like in his favor. all the owners just vote.
Then
let him keep the team.
Then what do the players do at that point?
They realize that all of the owners are racist.
I think a lot of these players know they might be playing for a racist owner.
Yeah.
Yes, I think they have a pretty good idea that there's more than one Donald Sterling.
What happened? As Oprah said, we're off the plantation.
Well, she's going to buy the team.
The plantation. Like that floor of when they play basketball, like that wooden floor is a fucking cotton field. The plantation. They go out, they play, it's a game, people. And they make ridiculous amounts of money. To equate that to slavery because the owner said some off-color remarks is so over-the-top ridiculous.
You know, we were talking about this last night. Like, it's hard to get, like, someone. You never get them. Like, you know, like Patrice always said, I never met a racist. Like, you can never nail somebody on it. And this is one of those shots where it's confirmed.
Ah, there we go.
And that's why he's being sunk, because there's never real proof.
Right.
Or rarely is there proof. But this time, the guy said it. It's on tape. It's just never.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, this is as close to getting someone in the act as we're ever going to get.
Right.
And privately, I guess, is the only way you can get somebody, because they're never going to go like,
yeah.
I don't want blacks at my games. Thank you. I'll take questions now.
Hear ye, hear ye.
And a lot of these players will continue playing just for their own, greed. Let's be honest with each other. Their lives are very, very good.
Hells yeah.
They make millions of dollars playing.
Nice gig.
And they don't want to fucking ruin that whatsoever. Let's say hi to Charlie in Jersey. Charlie.
Hey, what's going on, boys?
Hey, man.
Hey, I heard a crazy rumor yesterday that it's, the team is really going to play because they're going to play for solidarity and they're going to play for their brotherhood and they're going to play really, really hard. And the rest of the teams are going to, back off a little bit, let these guys win. They wind up going to the championship, winning the championship. The team's value triples in value, and this guy gets even more richer. But the story is not the guy get more richer, but it's the solidarity of the team sticking together to out this guy, and they become NBA championships. What do you think of that?
That's a great movie script.
Wow.
Yeah, really.
Look at that.
Does the water boy make a shot when the star breaks his knee, and the water boy's throwing the ball in, and it dunks off the head of someone who goes in?
And everybody applauds.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the value triples. It's $150 billion or whatever the frick it is. And then they wind up winning the championship. And look what they did. They stuck together. They held firm, and they stayed with their rights and their brotherhood.
I don't know what he's getting. Jeez, he's all excited.
I think people are genuinely offended by this guy and genuinely bothered by what he said.
Sure.
But they can't just not play for him. And what do you have to? You're contractually bound to play for this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, they're parading all these players on these news shows.
Are they ever?
They should go, hey, man, how do you feel that, with the fact that these players are still playing for them? Mm-hmm. How would they spin that? Well, no, because
they really don't have a choice right now.
Right.
I think.
No, I'm just saying especially now with the playoffs. What are they going to do? Like Jimmy said, you'd be a footnote. A season championship footnote because the owners are racist. Yeah, it's everything I worked for since I was, a kid to be in the NBA and get to the championships, and I'll just, throw it away.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like the owner said it at a team meeting to the team where they're like, okay, it's ridiculous. They have to do what they have to do. Work your whole life, you get out of a terrible neighborhood. And you don't want to win the championship because, that's even giving the guy more power because, I allowed this guy in conversations he had in his home.
Right.
Like how naive am I to think that an 80-year-old is this great guy, this 80-year-old billionaire is a terrific.
As long as the business of the Clippers was being run legitimately and without any problems, and without any more problems than any other team, let's say, why should they give a shit what the opinions of a doddering old man are?
Well, UCLA giving money back. They gave back money from kidney research.
Kidney research.
Because this guy had donated kidney research money, and I guess you're better off dying than having a racist money.
Giving back all of his donated money, and that's funny Twitter I read. It's like, are they going to give back his fine?
Right.
They'll keep his fine money.
Right. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You shouldn't give back money that's been donated.
By the way, why would the NAACP give the money back? Isn't using a racist money the best way to get back at a racist? You're using his money for something else?
You'd think.
Who cares if it buys him peace of mind?
For the advancement of the colored people.
And the whole boycott of the game is not far-fetched because USA Today had an article, I think it was yesterday. I think I just found it. According to a report from Bay Area news group columnist Marcus Thompson II. This is in the USA Today. It's not one of those, dumb blogs. The Golden State Warriors had a dramatic plan in place to boycott tonight's playoff game, meaning last night's game, 2 nights ago, I guess, at this point, against the Los Angeles Clippers, had NBA Commissioner Adam Silver not adequately punished Clippers owner Donald Sterling. Silver's decision to issue Sterling a lifetime ban changed their plans. The Warriors, concerned the concocted the plan in a 30-minute team meeting, and we're hoping the Clippers would join them in their boycott. USA Today Sports' Sam Amick reports that there were discussions for every playoff team to boycott their games tonight as well. Wow. The Warriors' actual plan was stunning, and had it gone down, the sports world would have just about melted down.
So that would have been a reaction to him not doing anything.
Right. The Warriors were going to go through, but now I'm wondering that, now that everyone knows Sterling's going to fight this, if maybe, this is making players think again. Who knows? The Warriors were going to go through pregame warm-ups, take part in the national anthem, and starting lineup introductions. They were going to take the floor for the jump ball, dapping up the Clippers players as is customary before games. Then once the ball was in the air, they were just going to walk off, all 15 of them. Wow.
I bet the Clippers would have scored a lot of points that game. And this is 1,500-0 block. Imagine the Clippers kept playing hard and smiling at the owner's booth.
Looks like it's legit. It would have been our only chance to make a statement in front of the biggest audience that we weren't going to accept anything but the maximum punishment, Curry said. We would deal with the consequences later, but we were not going to play. So this it wasn't as far-fetched. The plan was organized by Curry, David Lee, Jermaine O'Neal, and Draymond Green. They were planning on reaching out to the Clippers about the idea, but Silver's action was enough that they decided to go ahead with the game. Wow. That was yesterday in the USA Today. I saw that as a tweet, and then I just assumed right off the bat that it was some silly blog. But the USA Today especially kind of, they play it pretty safe in general. Yeah. So, all right.
Well, go for them.
That's where we stand with that whole situation.
It'll start losing steam. It'll get a few more mentions when he decides to appeal some decision or calls in the lawyers, uses his billions or $1 billion to fight this. And what else he got to do?
Yeah,
I don't think he's going anywhere.
He's an old man. He's not going to accept the last years of his life being a complete and utter disgrace.
Yeah.
Why would he accept that? He has nothing to lose. If he was a younger guy, he could probably figure some shit out, right?
He's got a lot of money and
time.
And some time.
Right. What else is he going to do?
And his family. He's probably worried about why wouldn't he want to give this team to his kids? Or he has them.
Right.
Or his ex-wife.
Right.
His ex-wife has a legitimate suit.
Sure.
And then what? The NAACP wants to meet with him or something? Because it's never enough, right?
It's never enough.
You got to keep going and going and going.
They want to meet with him because if he apologizes, then they can accept the money that he's
They want to meet with Silver. Yeah, here's the article.
Yeah, they don't want to give that money back.
This is, okay. Those groups still want to meet with NBA Commissioner Adam Silver to discuss diversity in the executive ranks of the Professional Basketball League and to figure out ways to ensure such situations don't happen again.
But diversity on the floor.
Oh, Silver, I'm sorry. I think you meant Sterling. All right, my fault.
Diversity on the floor? That's crazy. That's the only place. Sports is the only place where they don't acknowledge diversity on the playing field.
Right.
But why not? We get fire people here in New York City that are not, the best qualified for the job.
Sure. What's wrong with sports?
So how about the NBA to have a little diversity?
Let's get some short Jews on the floor.
Right. It's the only place where there is no diversity. But then they say, well, but in the front office there should be, or the owners there should be some diversity. Why? You're in the sports world where you openly acknowledge it's not about diversity.
Right.
It's the person who's the best at their position.
Yeah. Why should that be different in another job?
Right. Across the board, I think diversity is ridiculous. The best person should get the job, period.
Right. Correctamundo.
Period. You want, whatever. Okay. Yes.
I can't believe this fucking Louis review. Oof.
What?
What happened?
Just the things they're talking about in this review.
Oh, Jimmy, you made the review.
I didn't even notice that.
I read it.
I hadn't even noticed.
I was going to get to that.
Oh, no, but I didn't even notice.
Jim Norton.
Oh, well, there it is. Oh, this is a good review.
Jim Norton made the Louis C.K. review, which a great review in what paper?
Yeah, it's a good review in the Post. About
in the Post.
How smart he wants to take that time off.
I saw all 4 episodes last night that they gave us, and wow, Jimmy, great job.
Oh, yeah.
The show in general is It's Louis C.K. show, man.
Wasn't that
he didn't miss a
opener
beat
with the fucking garbage truck hilarious?
Hilarious.
Yeah. Really good.
What balls though to take to take that time instead of and she put it right instead of force writing. Like that was a ballsy move, man, to just say fuck it, I'm gonna sit for a little while and let it breathe a bit, and he did, and what a smart dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's coming in next week. I only have one question I got to ask him.
Oh,
I'm obsessed with how things are filmed these days.
Yeah,
and is Louis so famous that he could just get a subway car to film for the day? And how do they do that?
I thought the same.
You did? Okay.
Thing. I'm like, look, they had to close down that subway platform.
But how does that work? Because other movies use subway cars and stuff. So there's got to be the city has some kind of plan in place. Right. I'm assuming. Yeah. Is it in the middle of the night? Where is that subway car?
I can ruin it for you.
Oh yeah.
It's off Chelsea Piers. There is it's like a studio, and they have stuff like that. They have like a mock-up of the what's the 59th Street fucking bridge thing?
The 59th Street Bridge?
No, that thing that goes across it.
The tram.
Yes, the tram, whatever. And,
the
and they have like
Island tram or whatever.
4 subway car thing. It's like that's just for sets.
But does it move?
They have an actual tram?
Yeah. Made the whole thing up.
April Falls.
But you were good. Why can't you hold it?
Because it was just.
I saw you breaking down.
You started
again.
getting cheeky.
Right. It's just so stupid to lie about that. There was just a dumb thing to lie about.
They have a fucking tram.
Yeah, fake tram. And I couldn't think of the word tram.
Subway.
And I'm like, what am I doing? As I was doing that, I'm like, why am I doing this?
There's brilliance in the first 4 episodes, and all I want to ask is about the subway car and how you get that done. That's all I want to know.
Yeah. There's a whole bureau of like movie making for the city, like some guy is in charge of handling all that shit.
Right.
You want to make a movie, you got to go to him, and
everybody's in this season too, man. The first 4 episodes is everyone we know. My God, Bob Kelly, Jim Norton, Nick DiPaolo.
Fucking Charles Grodin was hilarious.
Charles Grodin that was
the doctor.
That was an amazing
really
scene.
Good. He's just fucking like not even looking him in the face.
The writing for the Fat Girl episode is fucking
that was really good.
Brilliant.
Did you see Jimmy when he goes, ugh?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
But the writing for that episode is fucking brilliant.
Right. Attell is outside the fucking
David
cellar.
Attell.
Yeah, we shot down the same day. I remember seeing Dave before.
Yeah.
Yes, Kenny.
I just found an article online. There's about that Louis Subway shoot thing. I sent it to Sam's Gmail.
Oh,
good. Well, maybe we'll find out before Louis comes in.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. If you want to get a Subway, it's like whatever.
Here you go.
They only serve sandwiches at a certain hour.
FX Louis and the case of TV's fake NYC Subway solved.
Randall's Island Fire Academy Subway Simulator?
No kidding.
Oh.
There's the answer.
Oh.
I knew it would be. It's just not easy to just get on a subway and film all day.
Say
so
we need to take your subway.
What do they say in there? You don't have to read the whole article.
Just that it's fireman's training.
I went there once. Randall's Island. Brother Weezer's broadcasting after 9/11 on Randall's Island at the Fire Academy over there.
Yeah.
It's a sick facility. Really cool, but I didn't see the subway thing.
That's pretty cool.
But they got a subway simulator.
The whole thing set up with a platform, and I guess if they have an emergency, that's how they practice.
Right.
And yeah, he said they just got 5 heavy grips up there to rock it.
Right.
To look like it's moving back and forth or whatever.
Wow.
And that's it.
Wait,
it's a good one.
5 guys can move that thing?
Yeah.
5 big, brawny firemen.
Big guys.
Right. Very cool.
Wow,
that's not actual weight. That's a third of the weight of a regular subway car anyway. So 5 guys with the handles can.
You got cheeky so fast that
time. Diane Sawyer is going to be interviewing Louis C.K. on Friday, I believe, as her person of the week. And they're going to be eating pizza at Ben's Pizza, which is Ben's Pizza.
What about it? That's what they're going to get together?
Yeah.
Oh.
Diane Sawyer's interviewing Louis at Ben's Pizza. That's airing Friday, I believe, as her person of the week. And Ben's Pizza, of course, is in the opening shot, and it's also right down the street from the Comedy Cellar.
It's really good, too. I don't eat there often because I'm trying not to eat pizza, but I've eaten there a few times. It's very tasty.
I think we all have had a few slices at Ben's Pizza over the years.
Love pizza.
I do, too.
Oh,
pizza rules. All right, we got to talk about the crab legs. So we got to take a break, and then we're going to talk about crab legs.
Can I say how douchey it was? Ann just said I love pizza, and I went, me too.
Me too. Me too.
Yay! We all love pizza.
So good.
What a debate you're setting up.
There's just no reason for me to
We
answer
just had
that.
to make it a pizza party.
We got a great day today. We got Bob Kelly coming in. He's got a lot of big shows. And he's playing the Stress Factory this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And tonight he's at Harrah's in Atlantic City. And also we got Sandy Kane.
She's got a hell of a story to tell.
Oh, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, come on, man.
We haven't talked to her in a while.
Yeah, well, she was...
you guys, man.
She was in jail.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yes.
She'll tell the whole story
Yep.
in about an hour.
That.
She's got a bone to pick with the NYPD.
Oh, I bet she does.
Impersonating a human there.
Oh, God, she rules. And don't forget, our podcast is out there. I hear it's doing very well. People are loving the Best of Rich Voss O&A podcast. So go get that in all the usual places, okay?
Wait. Yeah, it was yesterday.
It made the paper.
Yeah, well, 2 days ago, yeah.
All right, we'll read that story next.
Page 6.
I didn't know that. All right, we'll
Fantastic.
We'll find out what happened to Sandy Kane, and we'll interview her a little later today.
Oh, yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Let me think. 43 years ago today for this song. Yeah. A little brown sugar.
That's something.
We're learning more about Paul Simon, too.
Yeah, what happened? Him and Edie Brickell had a little tiff.
Well,
we heard.
Yeah, Edie Brickell, and they were hauled in for what? Domestic?
For disturbing the peace.
That was the charge, or the possible charge, or whatever?
Yeah.
Turns out Edie Brickell gave Paul Simon a nice smack across the face.
Smacked him? Bitch slapped him?
It's in the paper today. For saying something, what the hell, how'd she put it? Oh, God damn it.
She insulted him?
No.
Or he insulted her?
In such a way that she couldn't take it, so she smacked him across the face.
Wow.
They were in a recording studio.
Oh, boy.
And she said that he can't take criticism.
Uh-oh.
So, here it is. Okay. I slapped Paul for heartbreak. Okay. Edie Brickell said she slapped Rock and Paul Simon in the face for doing something that broke her heart.
Uh-oh.
And they were in a recording studio. So I'm filling in the blanks myself. They're recording some shit together in a home studio.
Mm-hmm.
She criticizes something, maybe a lyric or maybe his voice or something.
Right.
He don't want to hear that shit. So he probably said something like, "Who are you? You had one stupid song." Right. And that broke her heart because she probably wants to be known as a, as a successful songstress. So she smacked him across the face.
Bitch slapped him.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And then I guess her mother called the cops.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Fucking mother-in-laws.
Dust up because he couldn't handle being criticized in any manner and became confrontational. That's got to be about his singing or something.
Her one-hit wonder. He probably said that too.
Right.
You were a one-hit wonder.
What do you know? You only had one hit.
Yeah.
I'm Paul Simon. God damn it.
You hear Scarsborough Fair? Me, motherfucker.
That's right. What did Sandy Kane do? What did she do? What is the paper reporting?
Naked cowgirl Sandy Kane was thrown in the slammer for 6 hours on Saturday for leaving her guitar case unattended on the corner of 45th and 7th.
Well, her money's in there, though.
I think she puts her money in her boots.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how far away was she?
She told me it was like right behind her. It was maybe a foot or two away from her.
If she puts that money in her fucking boots, that tells you right there that Mom was right when she says, "Don't put that fucking money in your mouth. You don't know where it's been."
Right.
Oh, that's in circulation somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So she confronted the cops?
Well, she said it was like I was on Law and Order. The Times Square performer complained to us. My guitar case was maybe a foot away. Meanwhile, there are a million criminals out there.
Criminals.
Kane, an outspoken former stripper, may have attracted cops' attention because she was braless and wearing pasties at the time she was cuffed.
Jesus.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to her.
While it's her regular work uniform, she says this is her first arrest and, quote, I don't know if it's the new mayor or what. I started crying. It was so humiliating.
Oh, no.
It's crying me in.
I was crying, man.
Yeah, she said she wants to talk about how the cops treated her, and she would also like to talk about being part of a class action lawsuit against Donald Trump.
Trump?
What?
That's what she told me on the phone.
Oh, knows what that's about.
She rules.
She said that she paid $5,000 to be a member of Trump U.
What is that?
Well, she said Trump you, more like fuck you.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. She'll repeat it, don't worry.
Yeah.
Trump you, my fuck you.
Oh, she'll say that. Yeah, she will repeat it.
What, you don't like it? What, are you gay?
Yeah.
What are you, gay?
Jesus.
She's got a problem with Trump,
yeah.
police, and the mayor, maybe.
Mm-hmm. We're going to get into all those things in about 45 minutes.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Hang around today, will you?
Oh, boy.
Got a tweet from Unexpected P. He writes, have you seen this tweet by Stuart Scott? Stuart Scott. All right.
What's that about?
Everyone knows who Stuart Scott is, right?
Who's that?
He's a guy.
Oh.
He loves playing sports.
He's a good dude.
That guy.
He's blessed. He's blessed.
I have no idea who that is.
He's an ESPN anchor.
I'm telling you who he is.
Oh, I've seen his face.
He's blessed. He has a job he loves.
Uh-huh.
Invaluable family and friends. He loves playing sports. And most importantly, 2 great daughters. Being a dad is the best. No close second.
Uh-huh.
He's an idiot.
Who's that?
That's his profile.
Stuart Scott from ESPN. The true racism, this is what he tweets, is group with majority economic and political power discriminating against others.
Uh-huh.
Blacks, Hispanics can be angry, rude, but not racist.
Oh, God, that cop-out.
Dummy.
That's such a cop-out way to, again...
Did I say majority or minority? Because I might have messed up.
Majority.
I did. True racism is group with majority, economic, political power, discriminating against others. Blacks, Hispanics can be angry, rude, but not racist.
That's always the...
Yeah, of course, because this way you can say and do what you want without having that same label attached to you.
Accountability.
So it's only anger if like a bunch of black kids beat the shit out of a white guy because they want to beat the shit out of... It's like, why are you removing that motive from these individuals? It's such a lie.
Black people can't be racist. Really? There's no black people in positions of power where they have used their racism against people that weren't African American? Is that true? Oh, well, no, we're talking systemic racism. Shut up. President's black. Stop it.
Oh, yeah, I think black people could be racist.
Of course they can. There are plenty of black racists. Seen plenty of them.
I'm just gonna tweet him, say you're stupid.
Yeah.
I'm lazy today because I got an allergy attack, so I'm just gonna say.
Of course not.
I'm gonna say, hey, Stuart Scott, you're just stupid. See how he handles that.
Blacks are so quick to pull out, hey, that white motherfucker. Hey, white motherfucker. Look at that white bitch.
Right.
Fuck that white bitch.
Right.
Look at you, white bitch. Yeah, that comes out like instantly during any kind of altercation.
And why is racism only a systemic thing? Why is it only a government form of oppression? That removes day-to-day hatred.
Right.
Like, why are
on
you
an individual
saying
basis?
Yeah. Why are you saying that people can't have that individual dislike?
Yep.
You know, that's such a fucking lie.
That definition of racism has been floating around for a while now, and it's such a cop-out. It's such a fucking, oh, you're a racist. Oh, we can't be racist. Really? Really?
If he said that blacks aren't capable of instituting, I guess, institutionalized racism, I should have said institutes twice, but That's okay. I have an easier time with that because blacks don't run most of.
Oh yeah, the black president, right?
But no. But I'm saying in a society that's been set up, they haven't set up a society where white people aren't going to get. But he's not talking about that. He's not just saying that.
No.
He's saying on a day-to-day basis
that black people can't be racist.
And he's saying all races have hate, bigotry, prejudices. Only those with political, economic power can be racist.
Institutionalized racism or systemic, not just...
He said, beautiful souls in every race, bigots in every race.
Yeah.
Just my opinion, but racism takes power, prejudice only takes anger or fear.
No. No. Sorry.
Incorrect?
He's making up his own definitions. Can't do that. I'm going to make up my definition. A pencil is now a fork.
Oh,
there.
Nice.
There. I just made a new definition for pencil you eat with it.
Sure. I do anyway.
Oh, okay.
So I pick up my sushi.
He's an idiot.
What was the Wheel of Fortune thing about? I saw all the tweets. And I just didn't.
Yeah.
I just couldn't go there.
What was his name? Trent?
Trent was on Wheel of Fortune, and what?
Was on Wheel of Fortune. Well, Trent was
he's a little slow.
An individual with no. It looked like Trent had Down syndrome.
Okay.
And he was very excited to be on Wheel of Fortune.
Right.
I guess. I don't know how this worked out. Like, they didn't do a Down syndrome day or a handy-capable day, as they say, but because it was two women and then this kid who, again, very rambunctious and very excited to be there.
Huge Wheel of Fortune fan.
Huge Wheel of Fortune fan. And then the women who are standing there, like, looking like, why do they make us playing in this game?
I would assume Stuart Scott was for Zimmerman, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, against Zimmerman is what I'm trying to say.
That is more,
right.
Yeah.
So, obviously, wouldn't he consider him racist?
Would he consider...
well, only half of Zimmerman. He would consider half of Zimmerman probably
right,
racist.
That's
The Hispanic half. The white half is racist. Hispanic half can't be.
I would love to ask him about that.
Yeah, which half is the racist?
Because I'm sure he was all about, Trayvon and all that. So, did he look at Zimmerman as a racist?
We are all Trayvon.
And Zimmerman wasn't a white guy.
No.
All right, back to Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah. So
this was yesterday.
Yep. And Trent had a great time. Didn't win much money.
Was he excited to be there?
He was very excited to be there. I think one of the women won $10,000 and change. Another woman won $12,000 and change, and I think he won $2,000.
Why didn't they let him win?
Well, he was trying.
Yeah, but
every answer must have been at the tip of his tongue because he was. The woman would give the answer out, and he'd go like, "Oh," like he was all disappointed, like I had that one.
But guys like Trent,
yeah,
they all of a sudden are given the ball, and they could go run for their touchdown,
run with it.
So why didn't they let him win Wheel of Fortune?
I don't think they let you win Wheel of Fortune. I don't care who you are. But Trent had, I mean, if parents want to do their children a favor, if your children has any kind of mental handicap, any other hairstyle, any other hairdo. Holy shit, Trent had the hairdo. He had it. The Mo Howard. The Pete Rose.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I wake up with the hairstyle every morning.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
The hairstyle.
I do. And I gussy myself up to get in here. But man, sleeping does a world of hurt on your hair when you wake up. I got it in the morning. I think most of us do.
He has that it's shaved on the sides. It's right across the fucking brow line with the bangs.
Right.
What the hell are you thinking?
All right, let's go with this.
Everybody got it? Okay, our first toss-up is coming up. It's worth $1,000, and the category is phrase. Here we go. Trent.
A smashing success!
Yes, sir!
All right, there's Trent.
Good job. And then Trent would bow down and...
Here we go. I
Trent, your own.
Yeah.
You won $1,000.
Thanks. I can't even tell if my mic is working.
Well, that's okay. We take care. We have highly paid professionals who would take care of stuff like that. From Peoria, Arizona.
Right.
Big game show fan, and they tell me that you know everything there is to know about Wheel of Fortune.
Well, pretty much anything, yeah.
Let me ask you. Okay, let me try. I'm going to try it. This is.
Go ahead.
You don't know. Can you name? There have been a few. Can you name a category that we used to have that we no longer have on the show?
Jesus.
Please promise you won't cringe, Pat.
What is? Yeah.
Mega word.
Mega word. I remember
killing.
it was the worst category we ever.
What's he doing?
A very long and obscure word.
They keep cutting away from him because he's shaking.
You have 2 dogs?
Yep.
Mr. Malunigans and
All right, and you got $1,000 already.
Thank you.
Rosie.
When's a schnoodle?
All righties.
Hi, Jeff. Same letter is the category, everybody. And Trent, you're going to start.
I hate Wheel of
All
Fortune.
right, spinning. Yeah.
I can't believe this show's still on the air.
What a shitty spin.
I used to watch this when I was homesick from school.
Yeah.
That was the only time I watched.
So that's going to be a $1,000 gamble. You also have that wild card, which would be at stake. If you care to take a look back there, 50-50 chance of 10 grand, but it could be a bankrupt. Trent, what do you think?
Together, Pat.
All right.
All right. 1. Oh, it's heavy.
Now, let me get it for you.
1, 2. Let me. Is it bad news?
What do you think?
Oh, well, he obviously didn't win that.
No? What was it?
$10,000. But he's got to win the puzzle to win it.
I call that good news. You can't spin any of that, Trent, so you need to spin the wheel here.
And I can't use it. That's so
No.
well. All right, spinning. Yeah.
Oh, bankrupt.
Well.
I'll get that. I have to take your wild card. Well, that's what's called starting
Safe
fresh.
food.
Joey, it's your turn.
And now this woman's got to be like, I'm playing against this gentleman.
Bankrupt.
You got it too.
Joey, number 2.
Yay. And now,
900.
R.
There's an R.
R. It's a bad letter.
I'd like to buy a vowel, Pat, an E.
There's 7 of them in that puzzle.
Is there a T?
I'd like to buy a Pat.
Kid tries to buy a 7. Oh, bankrupt. Okay, he's back up.
Oh, no.
Trent.
Come on, Trent. Do this. You can do this.
Come on, Trent.
350.
4 C's, yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Come on, Trent.
That's one.
A, please.
Let's see. 2 A's.
Cheese.
All right.
Cheese. Coffee cake.
Risk another spin. Cream cheese coffee cake.
That's it.
Cream cheese
Wow.
coffee cake. What are we going to do with that?
He's like
Trent's having fun.
Like Rain Man.
Someone's saying that Trent sounds like Lady Di.
Oh, yeah, looks like her too.
Right.
$1,150.
You know what? It's good for Trent.
Hey, he's a little hero. Boy, does he shake his head a lot.
Yeah.
Trent is a little chubby. Trent wears big black horn-rimmed glasses. You know, get him some hipper glasses. Get him a fucking haircut that doesn't look instantly like it belongs on the head of somebody with some issues, perhaps. What is with that fucking haircut?
I don't know.
It's like it's the barber just goes, yeah, I know what to give him.
Could it make it low maintenance? He's just going to comb it and you don't
You
do
think
anything?
that's all right? All right. At least that's something. At least that's an explanation, perhaps. Low maintenance.
Yeah.
But just shave his head then. That's low maintenance right there.
Sure.
Wow. All right. Well, good for him. He enjoys the Wheel of Fortune, and you got to live out his dream of being on it.
Finally being on the wheel.
I watched it last night because people were saying, oh, you got to watch this. You know,
Right.
So I tuned it in, and, you know, what are you going to do? But they had I guess it was the 6,000th show or something. No,
Yeah.
more than that, was it?
I think it's 6,000.
Yeah. And they showed clips from the 3,000th show.
Oh.
And that Vanna was a lot younger. She looked old.
Vanna's got to be what?
She's got to be fucking.
She started the show when we were kids.
Yeah.
How many years has Wheel of Fortune been on the air?
It's got to be 5 years, at least.
She doesn't look
She's
bad,
57
bad.
years old. Wow.
She doesn't look bad.
Yeah, let me check out the elbows.
But that early footage of her,
She was pretty hot. Then she was in, what, Playboy or something back in the day?
Right. She showed her gauge, didn't she?
She did all right in the Playboy.
She started in '82.
Wow.
82, yeah. I was a kid.
Child of the 80s.
Child of the 80s. Right in my fucking wheelhouse.
I mean, like a kid?
Yep. I was a kid, all right. Let's say hi to Steve in Texas. Steve.
Hey, I had a question for Anthony there.
Yeah.
Sure.
Under the Stuart Scott's explanation of racism, the apartheid wouldn't be racist because the ruling class was a minority.
Well, that's true. There you go.
Well, did he say majority?
Mm-hmm.
He did say majority.
They held all the power, though, didn't they? Oh, boy.
It's just a stupid tweet.
That would be his excuse. Yeah. I like that. There's a video online of some black woman walks into a store and she's just yelling at the people that they have a store in the black neighborhood and they shouldn't even own it. Black people should own it. And that her grandmother was a slave. She goes, my grandmother was 104 years old. She was a slave. It's like, oh, do the math. That doesn't quite work out. But it turns out the people in the store were white, but they were from South Africa. And then to have the black woman going, go back to your country. It's like she wants to send white people back to Africa. It was just this weird whole thing of.
Is it funny?
She was very. It was some woman at a gas station or.
Let me take one more of these phone calls because the Stuart Scott tweet is really dumb. Jesse in Mexico, go ahead.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey, I'm a private citizen, and if going with Stuart's rationale, if I'm to insult a black man on race, so does that make me racist? No, I don't believe it does.
What's with the voice?
What are you doing with your voice?
You got a lisp?
It's just my natural way of talking.
I wasn't sure if you were like changing your voice.
Yeah.
Don't put fucking words in my mouth.
Oh. Sounds like dentures.
Punching out.
All right.
I think he was being wacky.
Well, no. I mean, but a white guy that doesn't have any power and he says racist shit isn't according to Stuart Scott, then you're not a racist.
You're not a racist. You're right. You're right. Yeah.
What is he talking about?
That works both ways then. Yeah, if you don't run anything where you could use your power to be racist, then you're not a racist.
Where's this woman with the neighborhood store?
She's black woman.
Where'd you find this video?
Of course, it was online. I think I actually found it on Facebook, but you never find it on Facebook. There's too many videos on Facebook now to just search willy-nilly.
Right.
She was so angry. Let me say. I don't even know what. She was angry. Yeah, if you put angry black woman in, a lot comes up.
Naomi Campbell.
There are a lot of angry black women on video. Let me tell you. Can't find it. We'll find it at some juncture.
We should play the video of the reporter, though. The shirtless guy, Sam.
Yes.
Shirtless guy.
Yeah. This is very funny. And quite ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't want to give it away.
I don't think I've seen this.
You might not have.
I like a good tasering video, too.
We haven't had any of those lately.
No, you're going to really search them out.
All right, here we go.
There's
reporters, talking to a guy that's holding a dog and he's shirtless.
Well, they're in Los Angeles for the wildfires.
Sure, right.
Trying to grab somebody on the street.
So she grabs this guy, and she grabbed the wrong guy.
Oh, yeah?
Not really.
A guy with no shirt on who's holding a pug.
Right.
Yeah.
Just ask the residents to stay inside.
Sir, do you live around here?
Yeah. Wow, you're super pretty. You want to go on a date sometime?
We're on the live right now in UCLA, actually. Do you live in one of these houses? Are you evacuating?
I live down the street. I was just checking out the fire.
What do you think of it?
It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Well, I'd be really. All I know is we've been talking to several people coming out of here, and they are really scared. I mean, just looking at the fire,
they're not that scared. The guy's casually walking around with his dog.
He described the fire as cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but then she's got to do her job and pump this shit up. That guy was not even close to scared.
No, you don't want that guy. You want somebody that's panicking.
Yes.
Got to show it as there it is.
Oh, and you found the black one.
That's her.
Oh shit.
She's sassy.
All right, let's see this.
Yes, slavery. You always slavery. I don't care about that. My grandmother lived 104. Do you know how long? Here. And right here. My family came on the grandmother lived. She just died this year. Okay. She was a slave. Okay, you right here in Stone Mountain. You can go and you
Who says that our ancestors weren't slaves?
I'm talking about in this country that built this country, and we don't get no reparations. But y'all come over here. Hold on. McDonald's, okay, which is a very huge
McDonald's.
There was a small one, but they don't charge you for no water. You come over here, you get all kinds of tax breaks, but then you charge us for the water? Are you serious? We're the one that built the pipes under this building, baby. Wait,
if we pay for it.
Slaves built the pipes?
I don't care.
Yes.
I don't care.
Doesn't make you
I
right.
don't care. No, it's not about
Slavery 104 years ago, by the way.
What's the truth?
I didn't know that.
You're right and my right.
You're not a slave.
My right. I come from slavery.
No, you didn't.
We do too.
We're African, so we know. You don't know where the fuck we're from. Just because we're brown, don't stereotype.
I'm talking about African American.
Can you leave?
My parents were born in Africa, but good job.
We're African American. Thank you very much. If you want
Kenya and Uganda.
Our parents were born in Africa.
Okay, in Africa.
Yes,
Africa, not African American.
What the hell is that?
American means your ancestors were brought over here.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't really
Yes,
make
it does.
sense.
Yes, it does.
No, it
That's
really
what it
doesn't.
does. That's what it
You're
means.
African soldiers.
My dad is a Nigerian. Okay, for real.
My dad's from Uganda.
But my grandmother, my ancestry comes from slavery. My grandmother was here when slavery
What's this got to do with anything?
No, she wasn't.
Who's yours? Who's yours?
I'm saying your ancestry.
Who's our ancestors? Where are we from?
Your ancestry. Your country. You're not from here?
Where's that?
You're not from here?
So where are we?
You're not from here?
Where are we from
then? Your mother's mother wasn't raised here. My generation only go back one generation.
You know where my mother's
mother is? My
Why are you
grandmother.
screaming? Do you know where my mother's mother is from?
She honestly thinks her grandmother was a slave. It's insane.
You think that, only thing I'm saying is y'all come over here, and I'm saying y'all because the majority, we can go in my community, I live in Lithonia. When I go in my community, it's not me that's owning it, okay? When I go to the nail shop,
buy a store.
It's like the man said, it's the
Open it up.
Vietnamese.
Yeah. Try to run a business.
People don't want to work.
But they come over here, you own it.
Look how fat she is, too. She's fucking fat.
Come over here, they own the hotels.
Yeah, shoving food in her face.
Guess what? But I'm asking you, why is there an industry of you? Who has opened the market to you?
Those people want jobs. People want jobs.
Hold on.
Hold
If you go back,
on.
go all the way back. Okay, at one point in time, it was us that owned it. Okay, in our own communities. You got to go back in our history of who we were. Hold on, but let me tell you, when crack was brought into our communities, it broke up our families.
Crack was brought in and broke up the families.
You reap the repercussions and you reap the benefits of crack being brought into our community. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a system.
Why are you screaming at me?
System. Because you don't understand it's a system.
No, you don't understand the system.
This is a fucking mentality that's out there.
You go to the back. You got
This broad ain't alone.
You go to the back. You get a loan. You get a gas station.
Excuse me. Let me ask you why I can't get a loan.
Why?
And I'm supposed to be. Wait a minute. Hold on. What was what is it called?
I don't even know.
Oh God.
Why can't you get a loan?
Something about affirmative action. Why was affirmative action here? Since you so fucking smart and you know so motherfucking everything, and you think that our black people, we just can't own shit, and we don't want to be a part of own shit in our own community. What want you own?
Imagine her walking into a bank and asking for a loan
I'd give it
and
to her.
sounding like this ignorant fucking cunt that she is. Could you imagine the banker saying, sure, I'll give you some money, sure. No. Tell my grandmother was a slave.
Because of the system, you mean?
Because of the system, right.
Yeah. All right. Oh, it keeps going?
Oh, yeah. She just goes.
And she just wants free water?
She wants free water. That's what she
How do
wanted.
you get free water these days?
I don't know. She came in and
why
wanted
would you
free
want
water.
where does she want the water from?
A gas station.
Oh, my God. Who would drink that?
I don't know. Go out to the hose that they fill the radiators with.
Meanwhile, her fucking
Suck
mouth
on
is
that.
getting dry from yelling. Like
From
you're arguing,
yelling.
you get that dry mouth.
So what? She came in and said, I want free water?
Yeah.
Why?
But because white people own the store, they weren't giving it to her because they're racist. but they're more African than she is.
Yeah, keep going with this thing.
All right, hit her.
Oh my God, there's more. I thought it was done.
Oh no.
On the black community, why we don't own this?
You're right.
Why we don't own this? Why we don't own the hair store down the street? That's your fault. What I'm fault. I want to own the hair store. But guess what? When I get ready to go try to own the hair store, who controls the industry? The Chinese. They got to sell it to us.
Chinese.
But they don't want to sell to us.
Whose fault is
They do
that?
not want to. No. It's not our fault. You have to have open up opportunity, which is the open market. Okay? Okay,
What?
my thing is,
The opened
y'all
up
come over
opportunities,
here
which is
and
the open market.
Who's yours?
Who's
Are you
yours?
serious? Are you serious?
Where are we from?
Just understand what I'm saying. That's how.
Love them.
Go do something.
She comes back.
Fuck you!
Of course
You
you
don't know where the fuck I'm from, motherfucker! You don't know where I'm from!
Go back to your country, make your money.
Go back to your country. That's the ironic part.
Money's here. Money's here. Who's that?
The black woman telling them to go back to Africa.
Go back to your country.
You sound like we're from India.
Us on our own shit in our community.
Don't get them into
Economics.
this.
Oh, they in agreement with me.
No.
Because they suffer. Black people suffer.
You
we don't
suffer
have a
your
job.
own benefits.
We don't own shit.
Why?
You go back to your community.
Why do you think there aren't a lot of black-owned businesses in black communities? Look at this woman.
And black people don't serve.
You think she could run a business?
Try it.
Try it.
Try it. I want to see your face in the AGC tomorrow.
Bitch.
Okay.
Fuck you, bitch. Go back to your country.
That's fine, because I'm still going to be
Go back to
here.
your country.
And you're still going to be in your situation.
Get out of the black community.
This is my life.
Get out of the black community.
Excuse me.
Go back
Community.
to your home.
This is private property.
Bitch, you don't
Look at
own
that
this.
fire hydrant shape she's got.
No, we own it.
Well, sell it to us and go back home.
No, thank you.
Sell it to us.
It's making me
Let us
money.
get
Why
the
would
loan.
it?
Let us get the loan. Go home.
If she owned that place, if they sold it to her, it would be open for a week.
I do love the way the guy's just filming her and just kind of laughing at her.
Oh, yeah.
We got this. Don't have Section 8, bitch. We got that with Section 8, bitch.
Fine.
Fuck you.
Hey.
Check the fuck up for this get thrown numbers.
Hey,
Cause I don't give a
no.
fuck.
No. Oh, okay.
So what? She came in with her own cup to get water?
Yeah. Yeah, she came in with a
Who
cup
does
of
that?
water.
Yep.
Somebody that wants a problem. Oh, wow. I love that, though. It's like, go back to your country.
It's Africa.
It's Africa.
That's just a fun video.
That is a fun video. I loved that one.
Doesn't bother me or anything. It's just a fun video.
The thing is, it's that mindset. I've seen that. That's not a one-off. That woman, if it's just one crazy woman, you're like, ah, ha, ha. But that mindset and that ignorance and that lack of knowledge about your own fucking past and that gets used in discussions and arguments and whatnot on race and business, and it's just ridiculous. Could you imagine her trying to run anything with that fucking attitude? Good luck to you.
Where was that? Looked like a very nice store.
The store looked nice.
What was it, one of those mini marts, gas station type places?
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Mini mart.
World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah, and it was World Star. That's who posted it. World Star. I love the World Star.
When are we starting World Star Rock and Roll?
Yeah.
I think we got something there. I really do.
Well, it's hard to find thousands of videos of thousands of people doing horrible things. A lot of fighting on World Star. Notice a lot of fighting. Not one-on-one either. It's one guy punches one guy, and then 5 guys kick him and stomp his head and try to kill him, literally kill him. Could you imagine? I could imagine fighting. I can't imagine the guy falling down and then stomping on their skull without knowing there is a real potential here of killing this person and going to prison. Like, you'd think that would flash through your head to not do that. Yeah, you knock him out, you fucking put him down. I don't know what the reason for the fight is, whatever. But then to continue stomping on a person's head, it's just bizarre.
Let's go to Mike in Florida. Mikey.
Hey, guys, I've liked the show for years, and I kind of agree with what Ant says. But I just say that I'm just disappointed and saddened by the lack of success economically with the black community. I'm not really angry about it. And I don't really think Ann is either. I think the better word is we're just kind of disappointed that they haven't done better.
Well, it's frustrating, and it's an economic drain. So, yeah, you know, when you see all this tax money that we spend going to these programs that do nothing, throwing money at things like education when the United States pays more in education than any nation in the world, and throwing money isn't the fucking solution.
Nothing makes me happier than seeing a successful black entrepreneur, and that makes it through hard work. And but I'm not angry about the people that don't. I'm just kind of sad for them.
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say.
He's sad.
You're sad.
Aw, buck up there, champ.
Oh. Got Bob Kelly at 8:30, Sandy Kane at 8:30. I guess we got to look at this amazing wrestling promo as well.
What?
I would if I were you.
From Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
Well, there's this thing now.
And we got the Shaq thing too. Shit.
You gonna do the Shaq
balloon?
Well, remember yesterday we started the apology clock?
Oh, yeah.
And what, we're going to try to go 10 days without someone apologizing?
We didn't make it one day?
No. Shaq is apologizing for retard face.
He made a face mocking a man with obvious mental and physical problems.
Shaq apologized. What's the headline there, Sam?
Bottle doodle?
The headline is Shaq apologizes for mocking disabled fans' selfie.
They should have said retard face.
Oh, boy.
Shaq apologizes for retard face.
It's the R word. You don't say that.
True.
He tweeted saying, made a new friend today when I called and apologized to Jameis Winston. Great dude.
He seems like a great dude.
Great dude.
I had the opportunity to talk to Jameis Winston yesterday and apologize about the post on Instagram.
What did he? I wonder what he said.
This is Shaq.
I'm sorry.
This is Shaq. I made a stupid face. I'm sorry.
That's the great conversation.
Yeah, what could he say? Like I apologize, and then did he have to tell him what he was thinking?
Right.
You was making a stupid face too,
but I didn't realize that you were,
I didn't realize you wasn't making a face.
Right.
Like my face, I was making the face. That is your face.
I learned that is
your
face.
See, you wake up in the morning, you look at that face.
I just make that face.
I make that face, and then I stop making the face. I'm Shaq.
I was being funny, but you was being you.
Yeah, right. You were being funny looking. I was being funny.
And now that I know that's how you really look, I apologize.
I apologize.
Now, how do you make that apology?
Yeah, because you got to say, here's what I was thinking.
Right. I was thinking that you were making funny face.
I thought you were making funny face.
So I decided to make my funny face. But now I see that you continue to make that funny face.
You don't stop making the face.
Right.
That's your face. It's made.
Yeah, that's a tough apology.
Oh, that's a rough one. Oh, Shaq.
I just didn't realize. I didn't realize that your upper lip never goes down.
Oh.
I was doing the buck teeth, but
buck teeth face.
Your teeth is buck normal.
Crinkly nose and the one shut eye. That's for me. That's a funny face. For you, it's a face.
For you, it's a Tuesday.
It's just Tuesday.
Oh, Shaq.
The photo has been deleted.
I deleted the photo of me making funny face at your face.
Anything else in the article?
Did he invite him to a game or something?
He probably threw a lot of money at him or something.
No, then they just go into the story.
That fucking bulbous head of his, wow.
Well, I mean,
that is bizarre.
Not a pleasant-looking head at all.
No.
Shaq's been in studio. I like Shaq, but he's kind of stupid. How did he not know?
Yeah.
How did he not know? Oh my God.
What? And was it like one of his friends like sent him that and said, Shaq, check this shit out?
No one's explaining it. I don't know.
Yeah, like how did he get his hands on it?
He probably just found it. Maybe Waka Flocka sent it to him.
Waka Flocka.
Check out this motherfucker. Check out this motherfucker's funny face.
He thought it was just a meme and didn't realize that everybody knows who Shaq is, so obviously this is going to get back to that kid.
Did Waka Flocka apologize too?
I don't think so.
Why isn't Waka Flocka Flav apologizing?
Because it's Flame.
Waka Flocka Flav.
Because Waka Flocka doesn't apologize to nobody.
Oh, all right. All right, then. So we went one day.
One day.
So we got to restart the apology clock.
Restart it.
Restart it.
And we're only going to 10. That's the clock.
Yeah.
10 days.
Yeah. I mean, with the wrestling thing, 100 days, but I don't think we go more than 10 days.
People are throwing out apologies like crazy.
And is this just in the United States, or is this everywhere?
Like
U.S., I think you got to keep it.
Mostly U.S., but if it's a big, international story.
Yeah, because what if it's like Rob Ford?
Yeah, Rob
Canada?
Ford would certainly fit the criteria.
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually owes one.
Yes.
He'll be apologizing today for his behavior.
So we'll reset the apology clock.
Oh, I guarantee we reset it tomorrow again. So that leads us to the Scott Steiner wrestling promo he did with a wrestling fan.
Yeah, well, the thing is that, like, these wrestling conventions that the old wrestlers go to,
right?
They now do so many of them. Like, you're good for a convention every 3 months, and it's the only place these guys can make any money.
Sure.
Signing autographs. But it's always the same people going to them.
Virgil?
Right. And it's always the same fans going to them. So everybody's like, I got his autograph, I'm not paying for it again.
Right.
So they're trying to figure out new ways to make money.
Oh, good idea.
So for like somewhere between 30 and 50 bucks, they set up a video camera, and you can cut a promo with a wrestler.
Brilliant.
And so Scott Steiner shows up, who's known for his just promos that mean nothing. Like just shouting words.
I was a big fan of his.
Yeah.
He made me laugh. He was funny on the mic.
Wow.
By the way, why didn't they give that lady the water? Is it explained?
I don't know. Maybe she came and goes, give me water, motherfucker.
Because it's not one of those things where every other person is asking for water, so you get to the point where, like, no, we're just not giving water out.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you see someone actually ask for water.
Yeah,
and why wouldn't they just give her the water?
Who knows what a cunt she was acting like
maybe she was
before
being
that.
a real twat.
She comes in with her cup, though, and asks for water.
You got water? Yeah, we got water.
But it wasn't explained in that video?
No.
I'm just wondering. All right, let's play this video.
But yeah, if you ever get if I'm not in a Mike Francesa YouTube loop,
yeah,
I'm in a Scott Steiner YouTube loop.
Oh, wow, that's
all right.
Let's see.
Ready?
Ready?
Right. So
that's how he looks nowadays.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He wears the chainmail.
You thought he would have fallen off by now?
No, dude. He's still. I mean, who knows how he's
this
keeping
guy.
his physique
How is
up.
he keeping that physique? Yeah.
If you don't know him, he's the one that's just ridiculously ripped.
You may know him as the
Big Papa Pump,
Big Bad Booty Daddy.
Right. We've played his audio over the years.
Oh yeah,
his shit is funny.
It's insane.
Is he wrestling?
He'll do indie shows, like high school gym shows.
Yeah, he doesn't have an ounce of fat on him still.
No, none.
All right.
He has chainmail hair.
Yes, he wears the chainmail thing that they wore Under Armour all the time.
Right, but it's his hair. Like,
yeah, that's his thing.
Head is shaved, right?
He's been known for that.
Yeah,
right.
That's great.
Ready? Harlem Heat, Booker T, Stevie Ray. You hurt my brother. You put him in the hospital, and I had to go to parts unknown and find a new partner. Well, I found that partner. It's methodical. Come on in here, boy. Tell him what we're going to do.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, You're talking about Trent on the Wheel of Fortune.
Wow.
There's everything wrong with this guy.
This guy is hugely fat.
Yeah. With a horrendous pencil mustache.
Terrible mustache.
Pencil-thin mustache.
He's a ginger.
And he almost looks like he has a comb over, but I can't really tell.
Yeah.
Is he a ginger?
Yeah, there's ginger going on there. Dark, very dark ginger.
He's got rosy cheeks.
He's got a full head of hair comb over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really strange.
He's very overweight.
Oh.
Very overweight.
What would you estimate his weight at?
I don't know.
350?
I would say 400 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chubsy Ubsy. He looks like
Big
Chubsy
Papa's
Ubsy.
at least 220, I would assume, right?
He's bigger than bigger than Big Papa Pump.
Oh God!
And Big Papa Pump is
pushing
like
400, I would say.
He's like really doing the promo, yelling and stuff, and then he calls for this guy to come in, and he just lumbers
in
like
from
a
the
fan.
side.
Hi, I'm here.
His new partner.
This is how bad it's gotten for the wrestlers.
He's got a big fat guy shirt on.
Yeah.
These wrestlers should have
smock.
Have a 401 or something. Man. Why are they doing this shit?
He's got to get it. Between
He
30
can't
and 50
be happy
bucks.
that he's doing this.
So there's a bunch of people online, and it's like, all right, here's the promo.
Can everybody hear the promo that you're making as you make it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not enterprise.
Have you done one of these with one of your wrestlers?
No.
Why not?
Oh,
Should
come on.
You gotta do it.
Yeah, maybe I should just do it for the goof.
That'd be great.
You have to do one.
All right, next time they do it,
So
I'll do it
over
for
and
the
over
show.
again, they step in front of the camera with him and do the promo, and then they take the tape home with them?
Yeah, it's like...
Then what do they do with the tape?
They put it on YouTube.
Oh,
It gets
God.
laughed at by radio shows.
And they watch it while no one is fucking them again.
I'm sure he put it online and he was all proud of it. And stuff.
Yeah.
And now we have to mock this.
Yeah, he's got a whole series of them, but this is the one good one.
All right.
You know who else is doing these? Our pal Mick.
McFoley?
Really?
But he doesn't. Mick doesn't need the money.
He's just cheap.
He loves.
But he's a cheap
fuck.
fuck. He's cheap.
Right.
He's a
He
chiseler.
wants to make it while he still can. He's smart.
Uh-huh.
All right, back to Scott Steiner and his new tag team partner.
Come on in here, boy. Tell them what we're going to do to Stevie Ray and Booker T. You know what? We're going to take you out before you even get to the ring. We're going to go out drinking, partying, getting up and having all fun with all the hot ladies. Fuck you.
He's not good.
Can't do it.
Are you embarrassed?
I'm douche chilling out.
He's not good.
Jim, you're not a giant wrestling fan. What do you think?
I don't think he's very good at this.
You don't?
No, I don't think he's very convincing. We're going to go out partying and drinking and the ladies.
The ladies. Oh, God. And his boys, he tried to come in all powerful and everything. He's got nothing.
You come in powerful, but then you don't know what you're going to say.
Then you don't know what you're going to say. Like, he knew he needed energy.
Right.
But that's all he thought
No
of.
confidence, though.
Let's hear from the from his beginning again. I need to hear
when he
it.
walks in. And you see that they're off-centered and had to move the camera.
Yeah.
But the guy has to look straight ahead. The wrestling guy has to look straight ahead like it's a legit thing for the video.
Right.
All right, here we go.
Stevie Ray and Booker T. You know what? We're going to take you out before you even get to the ring. We're going to go out drinking, partying, getting up and having all fun with all the hot ladies. Fuck you women. Oh, yeah. Plenty of fucking going on tonight.
Oh, what is he?
That's his dream. Him and the wrestlers getting some girls together.
Yeah, yes.
And plenty of fucking going on.
Oh, this is not a promo like I hear on WWE.
That's smooth.
Wow.
You never heard them leading up to a big pay-per-view with some overweight guy saying plenty of fucking going on?
Fucking going on, no.
I think Scott Steiner's messing with him.
Is he?
I think so.
Keep going.
Drinking, partying, getting up and having all fun with all the hot ladies. Fuck you women. Oh, yeah. Plenty of fucking going on tonight. And guess what? We're going to screw you over. We're going to give you all the nasty-ass leftovers, and then what we're going to do? We're going to fuck the women again. We're going to fuck them again, but guess what? All those nasty women, we just gave you a bunch of STDs, so you're so weak, we're going to just beat your ass in the ring, break your legs, count 1, 2, 3, and this is for you, Rick. We're going to bury him. You got STDs.
Scott Steiner just looked at him, and he goes, you got STDs? He just paid all this money for a promo.
What does the women have to do with them? We're going to go in the ring and
He said he's going to weaken the opponents by giving them STDs.
Right.
What was he saying? The women are going to give them STDs.
Right. He's going to. But his logic is they're going to fuck the women, and then the women will have STDs.
And then they'll pass it on, and then they'll be weak in the ring for the 1, 2, 3.
But that means he has an STD.
Right, of course, and that's why Scott Steiner said, you have STDs?
I don't.
Why are you trying to figure this out?
How much did he pay for this?
Between $30 and $50. Probably 50, because Scott Steiner's still a good name.
All right.
$50.
And like Scott knows he paid 50, and instead of going with it, it's just like, you got STDs, dude. Like,
why don't we do that one day? $50, you get to do the radio show for a minute with us.
Oh man. We'll throw a topic out there and let him fucking
and we'll
riff.
film it, and you can bring it. You can bring it home with you.
Part of the Opie and Anthony show.
We should.
you know what would be fun?
Yes.
Are we on the same?
What if one of our own people did a wrestling promo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that E-Rock would be very good at doing a wrestling promo.
Can E-Rock do one of these at a convention?
I had a different idea.
Oh.
My convention, pal. If Lyle Chipperson did it.
Oh, yeah.
No. Oh, no.
That'd be funny.
Fuck yeah.
We're going to knock you guys so senseless you're not going to have any sense.
What?
Yeah, Chip could do it.
That would be
an E-Rock. You got it.
E-Rock
That'd be hilarious.
All right,
that's the gag.
Maybe Bobo. Oh, God.
Just bring the whole gang down.
Right.
Those dumb details from the show that even we don't know.
Yeah.
Talking to girls on the bus. I'm going to go to the... What are you talking about? Stop.
Did the Bobes have a birthday?
It was the Bobo's birthday.
Happy birthday,
yesterday.
Bobo.
Hopefully it's last.
Or was it yesterday or something?
Yeah.
All right, happy birthday.
Little Bobo. All right.
Overs, and then what we're gonna do? We're gonna fuck the women again. We're gonna fuck them again. But guess what? All those nasty women, we just gave you a bunch of STDs. So you're so weak, we're gonna just beat your ass in the ring, break your legs, count 1, 2, 3, and this is for you, Rick. We're gonna bury him.
Oof.
Oh hell, not me. I'm gonna give them that. They have STDs, man. Yeah, but if you got STDs, you gotta give it to them. No, you can't not have STDs and not give it to them. No. You just tell them what girls you're fucking, and I'll stay away from them. No, we fuck the pretty ones. They fuck the ugly ones. Remember? Okay. The ugly ones have the STDs.
Oh,
so you're cool.
Jesus, is this guy?
Booker T, Stevie Ray, you guys are going down. Yeah.
Oh, he has nothing.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That guy had nothing.
Oh,
like, if you're going to get online, pay $50 to stand there and then do a promo, wouldn't you think, like, oh, I've faked it before, I've done these, I've riffed.
Yeah. Like, what, not like, okay, here's the 50. Okay, let me think of something.
Yeah, let me think of something. Now, bring up wrestler names, yeah. Hey, you, guy.
But instead, it's just like, I'm going to follow Scott Steiner's lead, and Scott Steiner's leading him down. It's just terrible, bro.
Nothingness.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole lot of fucking going on.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was really bad.
If you got to watch it, it's on, if you look up Scott Steiner fan promo, it's also on O&A Show on Twitter.
Perfect. With that, we got to take a break. Bob Kelly joins us next.
Nice.
And is Sandy Kane here?
She should be.
All right, All right, good.
The gentlemen are...
You're jamming me.
Oh, there it is.
Bob Kelly in studio. He's playing Harrah's in Atlantic City tonight.
Harrah's with Nick DiPaolo, the great Nick DiPaolo.
Nice.
That's
Very
a nice
cool.
bill right there.
Tickets should be good.
Tickets are going, so get some Harris tonight, and I had to follow him, too.
Right.
Yeah. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I'm allergic to you. You're playing the Stress Factory this weekend.
Friday, Saturday.
And the last time you played locally, I had every intention of seeing you because I haven't seen you in a while, and I was sick. And I got a dumb allergy attack or a cold today.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping maybe it'll get better so I can see you at the Stress Factory.
Stress Factory is a good club, as long as you don't mind going up after the owner does 75 minutes in front of you of fucking new jokes that fly. I've never had. He doesn't do that when I work with him. Yeah, because you have a fucking 9-foot fucking asshole from Jersey going, "You're not going on before him." No, he's not even there half the time. Yeah, but
he'll
be out doing other gigs.
We love Vinny.
I love Vinny, but he's actually cool because I'm doing my special.
He takes pride in
June
his place.
17th at the Village Underground. I'm filming my special.
Good for you.
Yeah, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna run it this weekend. I fucking hate my act.
Why?
I get to the point where I get sick of it too. Not you, but mine.
Oh, man.
I just get sick of it. You write shit. You're very topical in the last couple of years too, which is great. You'll bring in. I'm sure the radio helps. Anytime you do this show for a couple of days, all of a sudden there's something that opens up creatively. Yeah. Like on stage, because you have to look at these papers and come up with shit.
Yeah, you kind of get hip on the news. You know what's going on.
What about the podcast? That should happen to you. You should do your podcast for Riotcast. Yeah, podcast for Riotcast. Nice.
We don't.
Nice. I like that.
We don't really get too topical on my show.
You just fuck around. I haven't done your show in a while. What's that about?
Come down.
All right.
We're redoing the studio.
Nice.
We're gonna redo the Riotcast studio above the comedy.
Do I have to do the podcast with 80 guys again?
Now, how many do you want to do it with?
Like me, you.
Who else?
Me, you.
Oh, you want to do a one-on-one? I do the special one-on-one series.
Oh, that's nice.
No, I don't want a special one-on-one series.
Yeah, a little uncomfortable for you?
No, not really.
You want Dan Soda?
Dan would be all right.
How about a Louis J. Gomez?
He's all right.
He's a very funny guy.
First time I did it was me, you, DeRosa, and Soda. It was perfect. 4 guys.
That's a good one.
I like 4.
Yeah.
Let's go with 4 guys.
You got it, 4 guys and 1 chick.
I didn't even have a seat. We were all sitting on each other's laps because that space is so tiny.
Sounds fun.
Last time we did your podcast, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 8.
Yeah, 8 people.
Maybe 9.
I know, I have a lot of people. Really?
Yeah.
I can do 8 people in the studio.
And then you're fighting for mic time, right?
It gets very like the table. Like I wanted to create like
I understand what you're going for.
A comic hang, but no,
sometimes
Bob wants us to control a group of people. Go, all right, guy, dude, you,
next.
Bob wants to have like a small kingdom of people that he rolls over. It's funny though. Most people know how to do. Like I had to learn how to do radio. Like you learn to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? But it's hard when somebody's attacking you. You want to talk over them.
Right.
You know, and certain like I had Lynn Coplitz on the other day. Yeah, you got to hit her in the head with a frying pan to get her to shut up in between people.
That's good.
Yeah, and it's just that.
But
stop.
Yeah. I think we got to talk about Jenny Hutt for a second.
What's going on with her?
She's exhausting, is what she is.
is.
Do you know who Jenny Hutt is?
Exhausting.
No, who is that?
We kind of like her, but she's also kind of needy and
She's
stuff.
that redhead that runs around here.
Yeah.
She's on CNN occasionally.
And she's got a fiery red bush, according to Anthony.
No, I want to see her fiery red bush.
Or you want her to grow it back in, right?
But she lasered it off. So they got like nothing down there.
Yeah, great. Now you get to just see the blood pumping into it. Like it's a heart. Sucks. I hate redheads. Do you really? I'm not look, redheads, I get it, but I don't like how pale the skin is down there. You can see the root of the hair. You know what I mean? Like even when they shave, you can see the root hole. It's like
the root hole.
Just a big, just some artery just flowing into it.
I just like the fact that it's rare. It's like the white tiger. It's like, you know, it's not every girl is pretty much dark hair. Even some blondes, it's surprising. It's like, hey, a blonde. It's like this is brown down here. What happened? How does that fucking work? But a redhead is like, the fiery red bush. I want to see it.
It's not that good, dude. It looks like somebody poured like
well, I've
ketchup
seen
on it.
some before, but I just, you know, I'll always take the opportunity to look again.
Right.
I like seeing that. So she's got, you know, the red hair and everything, so I assumed the red bush, and then she's like, no, I had it all lasered off. It's like, it doesn't even leave you any options.
Are you sure she's a redhead, though? Because a lot of girls...
She's a redhead.
She's a definite redhead?
Yeah. She dyes her hair, I know that.
I'm surprised, like, more girls have red... You know, like when a guy will grow a beard, he has, like, blonde hair, but then he'll grow a beard and it's, like, red.
Red beard.
Yeah, red beard. Like, I'm surprised it doesn't happen down there with their box.
Maybe it does. Like, some blonde girls have, like, big red bush or something.
Just a big red bush, and it gets lighter towards the tip from
I got red pubes.
being out.
I got red pubes.
Let's see. Let me
What's he
see.
doing?
What do you got? Oh, my God. What is that?
Red pubes.
Like,
sort of red.
Fucking carrot top down there.
You have a tranny belly.
I have lost weight recently.
Shit.
So Jenny Hutt.
You have a smooth stomach, dude.
Oh, I shaved it, yeah.
Yeah, you have like a little smooth stomach. You shave your belly?
I shaved the whole thing.
Do you really?
I
got twink.
I get, no, and then I let it grow in a little bit, but I got, because my chest hair just continues to grow. It doesn't stop growing.
Right.
It would be this long.
Like an Asian guy's
It's
face.
ridiculous.
Now it's going to grow back even more because you shave it.
Yeah. I've been doing it for years. You got to trim it down a little bit. No, I don't have that coarse shit, thank God. Look at it! Look at it! It's pretty smooth right now. It's got to grow in a little bit.
What do you shave? Just a razor?
Electric razor. Just trim it all the way down. It's usually in the winter, and then let it grow back a little bit.
How long does it take?
Not long. It grows out of control.
Sometimes I
got hair on my shoulders that is probably this high if I let it grow.
Like
Are you kidding
3
me?
inches
It
long.
just keeps growing.
Wow.
You know, some guys, they're really hairy, but you know their hair just decided to stop. Mine doesn't, for whatever reason.
Wow.
Yeah, Lenny Marcus, the comedian, very funny guy. I remember we were doing a festival together, and I went to his room during the day, and he had no shirt on. He's a werewolf.
Yeah, some people really.
Like from the neck down.
Hairy shoulders and
Just
back.
Really? Mine's patchy, though, too, so there's no, like, rhyme or reason to it, so it's better to just kind of keep it all trim.
Steve C., he had a massive amount of hair. He was one of those that they had to decide where the beard was going to stop shaving. Because it's like, all right, I guess my beard stops here, and then it turns into chest, neck hair. I don't know. How far down should you go?
Like, do you shave your arms?
No.
See, I have to shave my... Look, you can see it on my arms. I haven't done it in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It just keeps growing.
Yeah, that's
I stopped
shaving. Can you look at it?
Look, you have no hair. Like...
I have very
mine just continues
wispy hair on my arms.
It just continues to grow. I gotta trim it down all
because
the
the
time.
alcohol killed the roots.
I'm glad I didn't come out one of those real hairy Italian fucking guys.
Yeah, I get a lot of hair on my arms too.
Yeah,
and I go into these. If I shave like my chest, I just keep going sometimes.
Yeah.
I get addicted to the buzz.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just digging in my ass trying to get out. I go nuts when I shave. If I shave my arms, I shave my titties. I've shaved everything. It's just
Really?
a pile of hair in the bathroom.
On the floor.
You're supposed to pick that up, or is that the maid's job?
You think you're supposed to pick up most
I
of
leave
it?
it out my window and hope a bird's going to make a nest out of
Nest,
it.
a big red, just see a red nest in the tree.
Oh, boy, does it pile up. Wow. I'll take a picture next time I do the complete shave
Two
down.
sparrow eggs in a fucking red bush.
I got to do the legs, too.
No, you don't.
But you got to be careful with that.
Wait a minute.
No, not down the skin. Relax.
No,
What do
but
you do with that,
anything. Why?
I have to. It's just, I'm telling you, I got this hair
That's cool. You shave your legs. It's fine.
legs
Nothing wrong with
are-
a man
continues to
shaving his
grow.
legs and belly.
It just continues to
Nothing
grow.
wrong with a man shaves his legs and belly.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that what-
fine. Nothing wrong with that. You want to smooth up for the summer, I understand.
I have to.
Legs,
patchy
though.
and shit.
No one really
legs
cares
not as
if a guy's legs are hairy.
No, the legs not as much, but I mean the hair will get really long on the legs.
Can I
too.
say something? All those guys. Dana White shaves everything. He shaves his arms. He changes his legs.
He's fucking Dana White though.
Yeah.
That's true.
He also trains in
jiu-jitsu.
jiu-jitsu and he likes to roll around on the mat, so.
Yeah, probably less hair the better if you're rolling around with another man.
Yeah, but a lot of guys shave.
I
everything.
do the summer shave down, just get it all nice. Twice a year, maybe.
And
then maybe a late fall, and then that's it.
Getting caught shaving your legs by your wife.
Oh boy,
you gotta be careful. No, it's more of a trim down, to be honest.
The razor.
Oh man.
Yeah,
The
with
electric.
a thing on it, so it doesn't go too short.
You don't foam
One of
your
those
legs
things.
up. You don't foam your legs up.
No,
And do you
put
one leg
Go
up on
fuck
the
yourself.
bench?
So what do you use to
Go fuck
exfoliate your
yourself.
legs with, Hope?
What kind of lotion afterwards?
Yeah.
What scent?
What kind of bath do you take?
Yeah.
I like taking a good
You
bath.
do not.
like a good
I
bath?
absolutely.
A bath?
I don't know
What
why.
the fuck?
I come from a bath family.
Oh, you put oils
I
in there.
soak.
No way.
I turn my whole body
That-
lobster
Do
red.
you understand a bath is the shittiest thing in the world? That's like shitting in a hole.
No, because I don't like standing. so
get a bench like a man.
No,
you know what I did in my
lay
new
in the
shower?
water and I check my numbers on my phone or read a little book for a little bit.
God,
and
you're
then
a fucking divorced woman.
then I rinse off with a shower and I'm good.
Do you have an Opie candle?
I do take more baths than my wife.
Are you
Absolutely.
shitting me?
Every day. Every day,
Wow.
every day I go in for a soak.
Wow.
I ripped my bath
day.
out. In the new house, it's gone. I put a walk-in shower that 4 guys can stand tummy to tummy, tip to tip in.
Yeah, and you thought that out.
And then I got a bench, and this time I put a shower over the bench. Its own shower head. So when you sit on the bench, you don't have to turn the thing towards you.
Yeah.
You have your own shower massage head right over your body.
I like to soak.
That is
Here's what my
Japanese soaking tub.
I like to soak.
Here's
What
what
can
the
I tell
tub
you?
is for. Here's what the tub is for, and this is the only time I've ever taken a bath. It's a prelude to sex. Yeah, you fill up the tub. You pour in an entire bottle of Mr. Bubble. You get a glass of a bottle of wine and a couple of glasses. You get in there with a good friend and crank the jacuzzi motor up. The whole bathroom fills up with suds. Like it overflows
Wait,
the tub.
you let it just overflow?
Yeah! it overflows.
How high does it get?
About 2 feet high of bubbles in the entire bathroom.
Who the fuck
all
cleans that
over
up
there.
for you?
Dumb bathroom's like a rave.
No, and then it looks like a rave. And then the lights are out. There's music playing, so it's kind of cool and
then-
it's fun. You
What
just
if you have to take a shit? You gotta get up and shit in the
I
bubbles.
have more than one bathroom, sir.
That's the video you got to make, or at least take pictures.
It's fantastic.
And how are the women not cracking their skulls on the slippery
You gotta
fucking
watch
floors?
that. Oh boy, me cleaning that mess up.
That's the second thing for a bathroom: chopping up the body.
Chop up the body and you throw it. No, and then I had a mishap because the motor for the jacuzzi got all wet with the bubbles and everything that went in there, and it blew the circuit breaker.
I don't like baths. You know why? There's always that top drain that lets me know how fat I am. Just
if you start hearing
fat fuck,
the one that won't let the tub overflow.
I get in. There's
an inch of water.
Yeah, that's funny.
Then my little dick is hanging out of the top like the Loch Ness monster, and the tip of my dick is cold, and I got a little tiny cock, so it's just this little mushroom sticking out of the water.
Sticking out of the water.
You got a small one, really?
I got a small tub, yeah. Oh, I mean dick?
Yeah.
I got a little one when it's little. And plus, when you're in a tub, you can't fuck in a tub.
It looks bored in the tub. Your dick just floats to the top, and I'll look at it and just get bored.
It looks like it needs to be rescued.
In the tub.
Your dick does have buoyancy. That's for sure.
Yeah, it kind of floats.
The mushroom head will pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only way a tub is great is if it's
fucking
that
alligator.
What? You fucking alligator?
No, your penis pops
your
up
dick
like
looks like
like it'll pop up
funny.
out of the
No, it's
fucking.
fun. It's fun.
Put a
before
flashlight on his two little red eyes.
Just a pee hole in part of the head.
You don't have sex in the tub. It's like the tub is just you put the foam on your head and you're like look at me, I got my cone head.
Right.
Look,
See, it likes a good bath every once in a while.
Do you?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, but what he's doing and what you're doing.
No, but he's trying. See, I have no problem throwing myself under the bus. I have a feeling he does take a bath every once
Not
in a
alone.
while.
But you're playing
every once in a while.
No, but I wouldn't alone. I would never take a bath alone. That's silly.
Yeah. You have like a
like
sound. You have a sound machine.
No, I don't.
Like waves of the ocean and the.
If you need to say that for the bit, it's okay. But I don't.
You get a little BlackBerry.
I will check numbers. I will play Candy Crush, and every once in a while I'll read a couple pages of a book.
Read a nice.
You read a book in a tub?
Not like a
Joy Luck Club.
And
not
then,
like a romance
Bridges
novel
of
or
Madison
anything.
County.
No, yeah, nothing wrong with that. And he grabbed her and hung her over the side of the mountain and kissed her passionately as the werewolf howled in the back.
One with the long hair illustrated guy on the cover, holding the woman in some fucking Southern Belle dress.
Love making the harlot.
Yes.
He looks like Opie with faded jeans and long hair on the cover of the book.
I'm reading Bob Saget's book, actually.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to get back into reading.
In the tub with Bob.
Trying.
Fucking reading is...
Wow, that's...
Trying. It's not easy, though, with kids running in and out.
That's like
I wanted
probably
to jump
also
in my fucking bath.
the alone time, right?
Yeah. That's really what it's about. Just go soak for a little bit.
It's a motherfucker.
little bit.
And all it is in the house now is just the same toy voice over.
Oh, really?
Because every toy has that one lady. It's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh.
Fucking, I want to murder her. Her fucking tone.
Oh, the shape of a square, if you really care.
It's the
Something like
same
that?
girl. Yeah.
Close encounters.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. They do it in this fucking weird addictive tone that you can't get out of your head.
Who do you
all day.
want? Brenda Vaccaro?
You just wanted to say Brenda.
Yes, I did.
Are you throwing toys out yet? In the middle of the night?
You know what's a weird...
When he's not looking?
No, we haven't thrown any toys out yet.
I've thrown complete...
Opie's the anti-Santa.
I've thrown complete sets out.
Really, yeah.
That weren't even close to broken.
How about the toys that
I'm like, he's not playing with this thing.
Yeah.
It's got to go.
Wow. No, that's a good one.
Because everybody, when you have a kid, and God, I love them all, but they all need to shower them with gifts every time they see them. There's no room left in my house.
You don't take it to little poor kids?
Nah.
Take it to a church?
Nah.
You don't fill up the box to the Goodwill?
Drop it off?
Actually, I do. But it's not fun to
I
see
used to do that with my
You
dog.
get to keep one gift, Tina. The rest must go to the orphanage.
I used to do that with dog toys.
I throw out a lot of the broken shit, and then, we make a pile.
I would stab the dog toy, the little squeaky thing. In the middle of the night, I'd go and stab it, so there'd be no more when he bit it.
Have you had the toys go off in the middle of the night because the batteries are low?
No.
I'll wait for that.
Really? That's going to
Scares
sound
you a little
creepy.
bit. Yeah. your house is all dark and you hear some voice coming from somewhere, and you're like, what the fuck is that? And you find out it's some, like, I don't know, a Toy Story toy or something.
Did you hear that the guys are hacking into the baby monitors?
Yeah. Yes.
And they're screaming at the people?
Yeah. And waking the baby up in the middle of the night.
I don't think there's anything I would be fucking on the ground laughing. I heard some guy going, wake up, you little fucking cocksucker. And you probably did when you were a baby.
Oh, shit. Oh, is that funny?
I would laugh too, to be honest with you.
You have to laugh.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
That's just too fucking
If I was
funny.
woken up in the middle of the night because some asshole tapped into my baby monitor, I guess I'd have to laugh at that one.
Just some creepy Jersey voice.
Yeah.
Shit.
Psst, hey, shithead.
Do you know who the creeps are yet? When you walk around with your kid?
No.
Oh,
What do you mean?
You just know now.
Yeah, but I live in Westchester.
Something pops in your fucking brain. You know exactly who the kid touchers are in your neighborhood.
I'll tell you what's real weird. I was going to.
I bet you 9 out of 10 I would be correct too.
Wow.
Probably get one wrong every once in a while, but you just know now.
Right.
Which ones are the problems? Just how they look, how they talk to you, how they slow down their walk. It's fucking creepy.
Tom Papa said that too in a story.
He did?
Yeah, he said you could just kind of look, and you see them look at your daughter a certain way, or whatever. Like, even if it's just a quick look, but you get it.
You just know.
You just get, yeah.
You just know. You're lucky that you're not walking around the city with your kids.
Be careful.
But I get weird though because I feel like I've looked at kids like hang on. No, Bob. But you look at a kid like like especially after I had a kid or when I was about to have the kid.
Yeah.
I've looked at kids like
Look at a kid and say, "Oh, that's cute."
Well,
That's cute.
But I'll smile, like I feel, hey, smiling, and I want to make sure. I always make sure the parent is looking at me too, because I don't want them to turn around and see me and their kid waving at each other.
Yeah.
Some bald guy in a dungaree jacket that doesn't fit.
Right. and you can't touch kids.
Well,
what do you mean?
Yeah.
Hey.
I wanted that to sit there for a second.
What do you mean?
Bill Burr explains it perfectly in that bit where, like, if a kid needs help or something, you just can't help him or touch him.
Yeah.
You know Nick Swartzen?
Yes.
I used to walk around Santa Monica with him, and we both lived in the same area. He would walk behind kids and just pat their head.
What?
Like a mother would be with the kid, and he'd walk by, hello, and he'd just walk away, and the kid would turn around.
Well, that's fucking creepy,
man.
Yeah,
they get arrested.
Brother Joe wants in on this. Joe.
Hey guys, what's happening?
Hey Joe.
What's up, Joe?
Bobby, how old is your kid now?
10 months.
Oh, yeah, okay. Throwing out toys you were talking about. I can't even tell you. My daughter, she's 6 now. She'll be 6 on the 15th of this month. Unbelievable with memory. She knows, she has inventory, and believe me, she's got she's got everything 10 times. She's got every toy she could possibly have 10 times. I had to build a room over my room in like attic space and put a door in to store everything that I've hidden, like taken out of our room and put away.
Out of circulation.
Right.
Take them out of toy circulation.
The memory is it's ridiculous, man. She knows when it's missing too. She'll be like, yeah, Daddy, where did my creepy crawly go? We made creepy crawlies.
Where the creepy crawly go? Oh, your uncle is out on Long Island.
It's weird how he's starting to take over. Like, we just got this house, we just unpacked,
What was that smoke smell, by the way?
I don't know, dude. This is the weird thing about that. If you really quick, we had it again at the same time on Sunday, same exact time this Sunday.
I was at Bobby's house with his wife watching Game of Thrones.
That's ghost shit.
It smelled like a little electrical burning. You got an electrician in there.
Oh shit!
No, but it went away, and all week nothing. And I was going to call, but nothing. And then on Sunday, at the same exact time, same day, same time, just before Game of Thrones, it smelled the same exact
timer
smell.
on something you don't know about.
No.
Clicks on and goes.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost.
Ghost is pissed off because Sundays used to be, his day.
Oh, it's creepy. It's creepy. I checked all the lights. There's nothing. But
you should get an electrician in there to check the wires.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah.
I know you got something to plug.
Oh, the 10th, yeah. Well,
yes.
We're doing it with me and Anthony. We're getting the band back together, man. This was a
nice little fun.
One, this is all covers, all for fun. It's not the rock cut thing.
No. Yeah, we're doing everything. A little bit of every song ever written in the world.
Not a patch. Down in Patchogue, a place called the Village Idiot on Main Street.
Yes.
Patchogue, very cool place to.
It'll be fun.
Very cool place to play. I'm looking forward to it.
A bunch of guys we haven't played with in a long time too. So
Yeah, we did a rehearsal this past Sunday.
Yep.
Anthony was promising
cool.
to be there the entire time.
Yes, of course.
He didn't make it.
Please.
I cut you a little. Oh my God. Total lack of dedication.
Dedication right to the band.
You know what's the creepiest thing I ever did with a kid? And I got it.
Uh-oh.
jeez. Hold on a second. Let me get ready.
Bob, you appreciate this. You guys will appreciate it. It's a quick story. I was walking through a supermarket one time. This is before I had Layla. This is before I had my daughter. And like way before. And there was this little kid sitting in a basket, you know, one of the shopping carts. And as I'm passing by the kid, like the mom had her back to me. She was like, you know, looking at the food, and I'm walking down the aisle, and this little kid, maybe 3 years old, flips me the fucking bird. He flips me the finger, plain as day. He looks at me, makes a face, and sticks his middle finger up at me. I was so fucking, I got it. It made me laugh, but at the same time, I was pissed off. I go to the lady. Now the kid, there's a look of horror on this kid's face at this point. I said, "Excuse me, miss, your son flipped me the bird. He gave me the finger." She was fucking amazed. She was like, what the fuck? You gotta be kidding me. He would never do anything like that. Okay, I know that you guys are talking, and I'm on.
No,
We're listening to you.
Oh my God! He's so paranoid.
You know, you guys are actually listening to my story. It's the first. This is
Jesus Christ! This show fucking takes down the best of them. How do you fuck with Joe?
He's all like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?"
His self-esteem just fell off the fucking cliff.
I love it. We were just listening.
So the lady was absolutely incensed. She got pissed off at the kid. She grabbed the kid, smacked him on his ass.
Yeah, what happened next?
Smacked the kid on his ass. Well, as I was walking away, I turned around, I flipped the kid the bird, and like made the creepy laughing face. That was it. Whole story done, finished.
That was a good story. How you matched wits with a 3-year-old.
All right.
Wow. We'll be the Village Idiot on the 10th.
Yes.
We're going to be.
End of story.
So to speak.
Have you seen Fargo yet? Did you watch any of that?
Yeah, I kind of like it.
How was good?
The TV series.
It's good,
3 episodes.
Yeah,
Pretty
really
good.
Billy Bob is always good. He's always good in what he does. All right, fellas. Have a great day.
All right, Joe.
See you later.
I am.
See you later.
The living
Poor
room
Joe.
is taken over now. Like my nice house is done. I had to put an octagon in the middle of the living room.
Oh, really?
With just throw the toys in there, throw him in there, and lock him in.
But he's not walking yet, right?
He'll crawl and then grab.
Wait till he walks.
No, he stands up on everything.
You're going to lose at least another room. At least.
What do you mean?
You're going to lose another room. You'll see.
I'm not losing another room. I don't have another room.
All right, check back with me.
What do you mean another room?
Hell, you
Whether
guys
the
do
dining room or a guest room, you're losing another room to your kid. It's a guarantee.
He's got his bedroom. And then the backyard.
So you got the bedroom, the dining room. Oh, you do have a backyard.
I got a backyard.
You might be all right. You might be all right.
Backyard.
You might.
Give him 2 blocks and say, play with these.
Right.
That's his toys.
That's
what
it?
I grew
2
up
blocks.
with.
I know.
Right.
I remember.
Make something.
I remember my mom gave me a spoon and put me in front of a tree.
A spoon?
She says, finish this.
Spoon. And that's where it all began.
You understand? When Jim hears me come up with the excitement in his face, I wish somebody could record just slow motion him when he hears me mention anything with food, because his eyes widen, and then it's like, because she wanted you to finish it.
Can we get to the Jenny Hutt thing? And can we get her on
Jenny.
the line? This Jenny Hutt, I don't understand her at all. The fiery redhead.
Yes,
we were talking about a little earlier.
Big red bush
She
that should be
tweeted
down there, but isn't.
She tweeted, "I may or may not be stuck in a small pond of water en route to my kid's school. Tow truck on the way."
A lot of flooding here and in Jersey and stuff. Oh, she's moist.
Yeah, exactly. Small pond of water. Her vagina has a fucking mop bucket dumped into it.
So she drove into a lake.
Yeah, but you could see the road where it's not that deep. What's wrong with this broad?
Did she hit it a little fast and the engine got wet?
I don't know.
Is she driving a fucking
Chevette?
1980 fucking Pinto?
It's one of those little, what do they call those little fucking cars that you park? They're like 2 feet long.
Oh, the
smart cars.
Smart car, yeah. Ugh.
And then she said her her son rescued and on way to school. I'm still here.
That's pretty deep, dude.
I'm an idiot. Look into the right side. You can tell that it's not that deep.
Well,
it's almost dry on the right side.
No, that's a wave, dude. That goes all the way to the water. Goes all the way to. You can see the reflection of those rocks in the water. That's a wave. That's not the. That's
what
not
about
the
this line in the middle? Is that's the middle, right, of the road?
No.
Yeah, that's a lake, dude.
Come on.
That's a legitimate
come
pond.
on. Here we got Jenny on the line. Jenny.
I'm a
Hutt.
moron, okay? Just call me what I am. I'm an
right.
idiot. I'm a moron.
You're not going to like it.
I'm all those things. Just say it. I'll take my lunch.
What?
I'm an
No.
idiot. I'm
Jenny.
a loser.
Jenny, what happened? What happened?
What happened, dummy?
I thought, yes, dummy. That's right. Say it again.
How far can we take this?
Don't
Can
worry
we,
about
can we
it.
call you the C word?
Oh.
Can we go all the way up to the C word?
If you need to, go for it. Basically, but you'd have to put dumb in front of it or stupid.
See, thank you. And you guys were defending her. I knew from the get-go she was just stupid.
Let's hear the story.
Let's hear
Go
it.
ahead, you idiot.
I went through one body of water and thought I was fine, and then I didn't realize that this next one was deeper than what I was in, and I am a loser because I thought my car would get through it, and it didn't, and so my son and I were stuck in a pond, and now I've been
It's not a pond. The water was on the road.
The guy fly fishing didn't tip you off. Dum-dum.
Exactly.
Right.
Did the car just
okay?
what?
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 I'm not proud.
Did the car just stall on you? It just died out?
Yes. And the battery works, but the car does not. I don't know what's going to happen.
How deep was the water?
It didn't cover. The door was able to be open.
Oh,
but I didn't-
God.
What kind of car are you driving that
You go
dies
through
out in a little puddle?
Yeah, you go slow through that.
I did. It shouldn't have died, and it did. And,
Oh.
But I think
You should have your kids taken away.
What kind of car do you drive? What is this, an old... What does your husband give you, that old piece of shit car?
guys, I drive a fancy car.
It's radio. I do it for the radio.
You drive a
What?
fancy car.
What kind of fancy car?
It's an X5, a BMW X5.
She one of them Jew broads, drives a fancy BMW.
A BMW X5. Damn, you got money.
Oh, okay.
It's true, and yeah.
You got the
All
money.
right. And then you're just stuck in a puddle. Oh, boy.
Were you
So
embarrassed when the tow truck came?
Embarrassed. I was embarrassed. If I tell you guys the worst part of the story, there was
please
another
do.
car stuck before me, and I thought that I would get through it, even though the down was stuck.
You need an SUV for that shit.
Right, I have an SUV. It
What?
should have worked, and it didn't. Anyway, there were lovely people who were helped, and my sister helped, and the tow truck helped, and I have video of on someone's back taking me out of my car.
Oh,
Wow.
there you
Where
go.
did you meet the world's...
Oh, that's
really?
good.
How did that feel? You like that, huh? Did you rub your bush against his back?
She got no bush.
In my pajamas, taking my kids.
Oh,
Were you
nice.
in your pajamas?
For your pleasure.
You left your house in your pajamas?
I did. I'm a regular mother.
She leaves her house in her pajamas to drive her kid to school, not knowing that maybe, you know.
Yeah, there might be something might happen and you need to be in clothes.
You look silly.
Say it again.
Did you ever watch The Walking Dead?
Yeah. She'd be in pajamas, stuck in pajamas with the Walking Dead chasing her. Did you have slippers on?
Practically, yeah, pretty much. I mean, not slippers.
Were you wearing panties?
I sleep in like sweatpants, but without panties.
So you didn't have panties on. What about a bra?
It's a bit swampy.
Nope.
No bra, no panties, just some little PJs.
They're not well. I mean, I'm like gross.
And then you
It's
got
not
up on a guy's back. He definitely felt your pubis, your
great.
pubic mound.
And your warm clit.
He felt your labia majora.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw up.
Oh.
So that's what he was thinking.
Yeah.
Swollen hood.
He felt your vulva.
Yeah. Mushed it in his back like a fucking face up against the window.
Yeah, her legs all spread with just pajamas on.
It's up against their fucking pajamas
She
like
probably
a
had an
bank
orgasm
robber.
before they got to higher ground.
Yes. Oh, that's
Like
sexy now.
Throwing a prosciutto over your shoulder.
Oh, that's hot.
Oh, Jenny. What are we going to do with you?
Yeah, it's like being attacked by
Nothing good.
leeches.
I deserve it. By the way, I should be put in a corner for like a month. It's all bad.
Oh, yes. How about over a knee?
You need a spanking.
You really do.
Jenny, you're going to come in here and I'm going to give you a spanking.
That's right.
To teach you a lesson.
I got to teach you.
So this doesn't happen again.
Never go out in your PJs.
Yes, across the face.
Yeah.
Get your ass as red as your bush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right?
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Oh, did I inadvertently slap your pussy? Here, I'll kiss it all better.
Yeah. Well, you'd know you slapped it because you feel the tip of your fingers wet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Oh, stop making believe you hate this.
Exactly. You're in a puddle again, aren't you?
Yeah.
Got your own puddle.
Yeah.
So, are you okay now?
Yes, I'm fine now.
Oh, look at her blushing.
Your car run?
No, my car does not run. I don't know what's going to happen. At least I have insurance.
I'm sure Daddy will take care of it. You're all right.
There are people for
Don't
that.
worry about it.
Insurance.
There are people for that,
Yeah.
right? Insurance.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Daddy
Some
will just tell you to
lowlife will
throw
take
that one
care of
away
it.
and he'll get you a new
Right,
one.
right. Just leave it where it's stalled. We'll buy you a new one.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck.
That wealthy Hutt money.
She's got a lot of money, Bobby.
A lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
How much you worth, Jenny?
Are we done?
No.
How many millions?
I don't know any of that.
It's true. She really,
She's got at least 8 figures.
Really?
yeah.
At least, right?
Wow.
You're good for 8 figures,
What does she
right?
look like? Can I see a picture of her?
Pop up Jenny.
Yeah. She lives on a compound next to her dad. Her dad built a house next to his.
Why is
That's how the story goes, right?
I was actually right.
Oh, that used to be.
That used to be her, Bobby. See, there's hope.
She lost weight, though. Look at that.
I just loved how Sam Googled her. Was the fuck?
But I think she's kind of sexy as a fat broad.
Yeah,
I think you were a sexy little fat.
You were a sexy
chick.
fat broad.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
I didn't feel that way.
Oh man.
Let me see her. Let me see her now.
Oh, she got her shit together. Look at her. She looks all right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's good there.
She looks good.
Why do all redheads
As much
have
as
to
we
wear
beat
that
the shit out of her, she
zebra
looks
print?
good.
All redheads love zebra print.
They like that zebra print, huh?
It's so
yeah.
Look at that showing some
That's
clean.
nice with the ample titties hanging down.
I love those like old broad freckled titty things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like Annette Haven, that porn girl.
Yeah, like they just never put sunscreen on when they lie down.
That's a calling card for a cock right there.
That really is.
When you're bending over, showing so much cleavage.
That's
right? Do you
She's
let him
very
titty
pretty.
fuck you?
What?
You let your husband titty fuck you?
He could do whatever he wants.
She's married?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you guys getting me into?
She's married to like a male model.
She's
this
married
guy,
to it like
too.
a supermodel.
Can I
This
see
guy's
him?
fucking beautiful.
He's a supermodel, and he probably could kick her ass.
He's very nice.
She's probably Jenny's probably a trooper in the sack.
Oh, you put
Yeah.
fat Jenny Hutt in there? That's why
how
they
we
came
go-
up?
that's how we Googled her. It's
Sam.
like
I thought
terrible.
her fat pictures just came up.
I say she used to be a fatty.
No, it's good, though.
Yeah.
Like, your fat pictures being taken over by the new ones.
Jesus Christ, her
Yeah, are
husband's
they
huge.
good?
Yeah, he could kick your
Yeah,
ass,
he's a
probably.
big guy.
He
He's
looks like he would be a problem.
Yeah, he is
handsome.
No, he's a problem.
Yeah.
What are we
He's
doing?
he's got that fucking Joe Rogan 5 o'clock shadow at 10 o'clock in the morning. Has so much
right.
testosterone fucking pumping through his
Just
box.
flying out of his face.
I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah,
We're
look,
stupid.
he doesn't even fit in the seat behind her on the.
No.
Oh my
Right.
God, this
He's a
guy's
giant head like a George Clooney head.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, honey, good for you that you lost the weight.
I bet he has a big penis too.
Uh-oh.
Great for you. Oh,
He's
jeez.
all
me.
good. I would like him. He's much cooler than I am.
Hey, did Oprah get back to you? Because we saw that you tweeted Oprah.
Yeah.
He did not. And by the way, you have to understand that I had gone to a premiere of The Butler, and then I did speak to her at that premiere. And so
What did you have her get you?
Thing about Sterling.
Yeah.
Why is she
Did
rich?
you
That's what I
think
want.
that Sterling? By the way, last night you tweeted
Old money.
that you didn't think that Sterling should own a team.
Yeah, because it came out, but I don't like how it came out, is what I'm saying.
Right, I understand that.
I think that's my logic on the whole thing.
Yeah.
But now
I agree. Because
I'm kind of bothered because everyone says shitty things, and a lot of these NBA players have done shitty things, and they were never banned for life.
right, and I think
Latrell Sprewell choked the shit out of his coach.
That's right, PJ.
PJ
Right.
Carlissimo, and I don't know. I think he got like 60 days. That's it. 60 game suspension or something.
right. I think Anthony also said this yesterday or the day
Did
before
I?
that private conversations are private conversations, and everybody in every household says to their whatever
Horrible
private
things.
conversations things that are horrible.
Imagine the Hutt household. What gets thrown around there.
Absolutely.
Terrible things about people of certain ethnic backgrounds.
Absolutely.
She's rich because her dad owned a record label or something, right?
Yeah.
What's your story again? You had like Lionel Richie or something at your Sweet 16?
Run
or-
DMC.
No. Run DMC and the Beach Boys. My father
I could get Run DMC.
You could get them now, but when she turned 16, they were on top of the world.
Yeah.
And
Aerosmith?
And they played at her Sweet 16 party because Daddy got them.
They were on their King of Rock tour.
And told Run DMC to get the fuck over to his house for his daughter's 16th birthday.
Yeah.
Spoiled little brat.
And she ran like a retarded girl to get a fucking pony and a, you know, her dad brought her a little oven
Jenny,
and
you're
a
about
brush.
to be taken.
Can we play the Jenny Hutt video clip from when she was 16?
I love that one.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so affected. It's embarrassing.
Why? It's good.
So good.
It's great.
You're about to be
I'm
taken.
so obnoxious.
And then what? Daddy built the house right next to his because he didn't want you to go too far?
It's a long story.
Look, here's
Jenny Hutt. Look, there's a goddamn country club.
Mansion.
That's a mansion.
That's her house?
Is that your house?
It's the house I grew up in.
Oh my God! It's a
Look at
castle.
this.
How many? What do you have? 17 brothers and sisters?
You look like you're doing a special report in front of Buckingham Palace.
Yes.
Wait, but explain. So then you guys had so much land. He built you a ridiculous house, right?
No. We bought property next door and then merged it.
Yeah.
And then merged it, and then he built a house for you guys. How big is your house?
I don't know.
But they have.
It's a normal size house.
She has a microphone like that cost probably $40,000 at the time.
Yeah, at the time, no one was doing this. She's got a mic and
No,
a
that's what her
camera.
dad brought her to singing to.
Oh,
She wants to be a
right,
singer.
yes.
Her real dad brought her that. And then she Dumbo trotted away to the fucking...
I just want to thank you so much for my party.
It's not Long Island,
I'm
this
really
is.
excited, and I'm mostly excited because all my friends are here, and everyone's going to be here. And it should be great, I'm hoping, and I left it in your hands and didn't know anything about it. It's one big
Every girl I
surprise.
grew up with sounded
And that's
exactly
great
like
because
this.
Then I'll be so candid, you know.
Nasally.
And
Yeah.
Speaking with her top upper teeth
you're
only.
incredible for living with me for 16 years. And Brian, you too, the same thing. And
You lose your virginity that night?
Grandma and Grandpa, of course. How could I forget you guys?
6 years before.
I can't redo that.
How are you going to lose your virginity wearing a fucking curtain?
Hi again. How you doing?
Look at
well,
her.
we just had a little technical difficulties a minute ago, but hey, that's
Did you
life.
have a nose job?
Graham and Grabs, you're
No.
unreal, and I love you, and you're great.
Wow.
And what else?
Jenny was a nice girl, though. She's not
Leslie,
snotty.
Allison,
No.
Kim, Liz, Anna, and Sarah.
And she's good on the mic.
and every
Sarah.
single
It's like a
other person
Nazi
here.
propaganda film.
And Alyssa, you're not here, but you can be watching the tape. So hi to you too.
See some fucking German shepherds walking in the background.
And everyone.
Hitler
thank you for
painting.
coming.
She's
And I
adorable.
hope you all had a good time. Well, now have a good time, but in the end, have
Did
a
you
good
shave your
time.
pussy back then?
Jesus.
And I can't believe it's here.
No?
Excited.
Big red bush?
This is my sister Stacy.
Oh, my God.
my
There you go.
God.
She's
There's
17 and
Stacy.
a half. She'll be 18
Look at
July
that
11th.
house.
And she's
Wow.
like
Castle.
18, like
Yeah.
2 years ago, April 7th, 2
You
years.
guys look like you should wrestle.
I love her.
Yeah, she'll say Marion, Stacey, a hot version of Marion.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Aren't we just the loving sisters?
Oh, boy.
See them backing up into each other.
Felicia, I don't want your feelings hurt. Harris.
Oh, you mean people are going to see this when?
Yeah, after.
In 2014?
Yes. Yeah, Mommy, Daddy, we love you again. And Felicia Eisen. I mean, Whites, don't say that.
Felicia Eisen?
Okay.
I know.
Felicia and Perry, I just want to stress
No,
Don't be.
straight stuff.
Be quiet.
They'll know it. They'll see it.
Pipe down.
Right.
Get that out?
Look at the house.
House is great.
Okay, scratch. But it's okay.
It's got one of those driveways. It's one of those driveways that like Eddie Murphy pulls up into.
Right.
Hi, Mars. Hi, Nan.
Hi, Mars.
Uh-oh.
Hi, me.
Ah.
Hi, Lisa.
I wish a fucking
These are all
meteor
my
just.
sister's friends.
How did you know so many people? You were very popular.
World. Let me tell you that.
Well, she was
doesn't
rich.
really
I'd be
have
like,
a lot of
hey,
friends at
Joe
school,
Curry,
but these are
Simo,
like
Frank.
my friends
That's
from
it.
out of town. They flew
I can't
in
hear
here.
you. Be quiet.
Marcy and
We're
Andrew,
almost
I
done.
love you guys. And
Hope the limo backs up over both of them.
Andrew, we love you too. Okay.
That's cool that you're staying next to Sammy Hagar in 2006.
Thank you.
Oh, you're getting in the limo now?
She does have the
Wow.
lead singer of Warrant's teeth.
Wow, that's a hell of a party right there.
What a nice, grateful girl, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, but I like to say thank you, and I love you, the mom, and the...
That's a crazy. That type of rich.
Yeah. At that
is,
age.
is
definitely.
like when you grew up with
Imagine
that
that.
type of rich.
That house is worth how much now, Jenny? Come on. Oh,
man.
I really don't
Millions.
know. I don't know. But
Millions. Try at least 10.
10.
At least.
I was nice. I was not bratty. My parents would have never tolerated that.
No,
you
wasn't
were.
Even a,
You were brought up right.
Did that house have a pool in the backyard?
Yes.
Any pool videos of Jenny? Bikini?
Yeah.
Want to release some more tapes?
Little bikini?
No.
Doing a
but
split over the jacuzzi jet?
All right. Huh? Yeah.
Aunt, you're welcome. You live near me. You're welcome to come by any time. And
You got to check out the Hutt estate.
I got to check out the Hutt estate, yes.
Do you still
I know
live in that
you
house?
can too, but you don't live here. Yeah, I live next door to it.
So your father lives in that house still, and you live next door to that house. Is your house as big as that house?
No, of course not.
Did your father buy you your new house?
No.
Your husband did.
Yeah, this is going back. I've lived here since 2000. We lived in the city first, and then and I'm married almost 17 years.
What does your husband do for work?
Insurance.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. I see.
Very good.
I see.
Well, you're welcome to come over to the
ordinary
compound,
life.
too, you know.
Yeah.
You can come over to the compound anytime and, hit the pool and jacuzzi there.
Likewise. So,
Slumming it. Right.
You two are welcome here.
Nice.
I would love to go.
Thought we had something special.
Come on over.
All right.
All right, Jenny, watch those puddles, huh?
All right.
All right, I know.
We're
Love
glad
you.
you're safe, okay?
Thanks, guys. Don't make fun of me. Goodbye.
No, we're good now.
We need to really take her up on that.
Yeah.
We need to all go up there and bring everybody.
Yeah,
We
and
need
really.
to bring Keith.
Oh, shit.
We need to bring everybody
No,
and
'cause-
really teach her
'cause
not to ever do that again.
She's in my neighborhood.
Oh, goodbye.
She's in my neighborhood, and Keith, that might be a problem getting him into the neighborhood.
Really?
Yeah.
Can we smuggle him?
Yeah, you can do that. I think they only allow one at a time.
Really? He's 4.
They like keeping the numbers down.
He's considered 4.
Yeah.
That's why Carlton's the only one that comes over.
Because his name sounds white.
Yeah,
Carlton. I'm here with my friend Carlton. Sounds like it's a banker or white.
Oh, and
guy
then,
name.
he'll get up to sing karaoke, and he's doing, like, Air Supply songs, so, he's safe.
You got to train him?
Well...
You have to learn these songs.
No,
you can't come this summer.
I didn't have to train him, but whoever trained him before did a great job, because he's not a problem.
Where do you want to hang out, in the city or in the suburbs? Well, then you sing this song. All out of love, I'm so lost without you.
It really is. Just...
Her husband was in a bodybuilding contest in 2012. Got this info
there
too
you go.
late.
Ooh, yeah, that guy's a problem.
Yeah, he's
Of course he is. I don't know what we're doing.
He's
we're
a
stupid.
problem.
He's
All
a
right.
problem.
Well, you're not as stupid as Anthony.
I'm just putting it out there.
Dude.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
He ought to be flattered that somebody else finds his wife attractive.
What?
That
That's not
fiery
how it
red
works.
Bush. No?
No, you're not when you're talking
Not
about a
how it
fire
works.
red bush. You keep
Because I always
repeating
hated my wife, so I don't understand what it's like to give a flying fuck what anybody does to her.
All right, let's say hi to Mr. Rich Voss, who is featured on the Opie and Anthony podcast this week.
God.
Go get it.
Hi,
What's up,
boss.
Rich?
Oh, my God.
How's it going?
Hold on, that's him?
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, Jesus
you're in trouble.
Christ. We're going to stop talking about her.
Why,
trouble.
first of all, what's the problem? Here's the deal. I can't get out of my town. It's taking me over an hour. Every goddamn fucking road is flooded, and I can't get out.
So
I don't
one
have
rich
XM in
town.
my car.
Move out of the sticks, gentlemen.
I don't have XM in my car, so I figure if I call, I get to hear you guys for a while.
Yeah. Oh, is that
Just
it?
pay for XM on your phone.
Yeah, man.
I paid for it on my phone.
I have it on my phone.
Oh, and the clicking happening.
I don't have unlimited service, so it costs too much to download it.
Unlimited service?
Yeah, you fucking idiot. I gotta pay for.
How am I the idiot when you call unlimited data unlimited service? Fucking dumb.
It's the same thing.
I like Bobby fighting the urge to say Jew there. So he just said dum-dum.
I'm sorry, Rich.
Now, yesterday, I heard you did a Best of Rich Voss.
Yes.
I guarantee it wasn't me fucking killing and like trashing any of you guys. I guarantee it was all my mistakes. I guarantee it wasn't.
That's right. It's an 11-day podcast.
Why would you call?
I don't know.
I just don't call.
No, it's scary to be on the phone with this radio show.
No, I would never. I don't call.
It's not a good place to be.
Oh boy, this is real scary. I'm telling you, this is as scary as the times when I used to cop crack in Harlem.
Yeah, he did. Put himself in some situations.
Yeah,
Hey, boss, you doing your show coming up, right? At the Village Underground again.
May 20th, we're doing the live podcast with Jim Norton as a guest marriage counselor.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I talked to them yesterday. Tickets selling fast. There's only 200 seats, and it sold out last time. So
it'll sell out again.
Yeah, if you guys want to go, it's going to be fun. When is that?
And if Bobby sits, then there's only going to be 140.
Jesus.
Bob, you take up that many seats now?
Yeah, 60 seats.
Wow.
There's nothing to make. Bob's a little heavy set.
Well, I lost weight a little bit.
Well, I think you're only taking up about 40 at this point.
40? Yeah, I have 40 seats I'll take.
All right.
How come
Jesus.
there's cops everywhere? Like, he's everywhere flooded.
I know, right?
How do you resist not hitting the fucking red button?
Well, listen, I got to go because this isn't going well. This is it's so scary calling into you guys.
Oh, yeah, look out.
All right, Rich. We'll see you soon, all right, buddy?
I wish it was Boss, not Patrice, calling in.
Rich.
Yeah.
What the fuck that doesn't hurt a little.
I'm sorry, Rich. I made a joke the other day on
What
the
was
air.
it?
It was something about somebody said, I wish Patrice was still around or something. And I said something that would have led people to believe that Bonnie would have liked to have been married to Patrice instead of Rich, and that Rich be dead.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But it was,
And
said in a humorous fashion.
Did you giggle at the end of it?
Yeah, that was it.
Jeez.
It's so funny when something completely is out of line, and they go, "No, it was humorous."
Yes, it was. There was much jocularity involved at the time. It was jovial.
Well, you guys are my.
Oh, did he hang up? Was he being?
I guess he was going for a bit there.
It's even worse that you didn't hang up on him this time, and you just let
him.
I just looked over at Opie's on his phone playing some game.
No, I'm
Let him
not.
swing.
I'm not playing. I was getting Eric actually texted me about the Voss podcast. It's car on eBay, comedy tour, Starbucks. Remember when he used to just go into Starbucks and do
that was a
comedy?
good one.
So it's not us just making fun of him. Getting his teeth fixed at the dentist.
Oof.
Comedy tour when he did it at Rue 57. Walked in and just did comedy for strangers.
I heard a lot of people commenting on the him giving out his password. His
That's
Facebook
on there?
password,
Hilarious.
which is hilarious.
I don't know why somebody didn't pick that up. Like with some True TV, some network or some internet company didn't pick up him just popping in doing
stand up
at Starbucks or wherever.
random places.
That's hilarious.
Brilliant.
Okay, briefcase of ex-girlfriend pics. Voss used to do crack and much more on the Opie and Anthony podcast featuring Rich Voss. Jenny Hutt's dad is worth, don't give his name out or anything, $300 million.
That's it?
What?
He's
Wow.
worth $300 million.
He's considered a mogul?
Yeah. $300 million is a mogul.
A mogul.
You'll never, ever, ever, ever be
a mogul?
Like, your kids won't be poor. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. You got to really
your
fuck
kids,
up to lose
your
$300
kids,
million.
like if you had kids, your kids,
my kids will be poor.
Your kids,
it'll go away that fast.
Right, your kids,
I've already figured this out.
Yeah,
my kids will be all right, but my kids, not so much.
If your kids don't,
not so much.
If your kids don't take your money and make it into more money,
unless they do their own thing,
yeah,
and they're successful.
If they're successful,
but if they're counting on me, man, no, my kids will be.
Their kids, your kids
will be right back in middle class. No
you'll
problem.
be writing community cards, taking a tub,
no problem,
taking a tub with a candle.
I did think that. I'm like, oh man, how far would this money last?
Yeah.
My kid's all right.
At least your kids are all right. I'm looking at my kid every day. I'm trying, kid. I'm trying.
Boy, she, did she go by that last name?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Amazing.
Do you know that last name?
It sounds familiar, but
you've heard that last name.
It just sounds like a rich guy's name.
Yeah, it just sounds like a rich guy.
Yeah.
I think I caddied for him.
Yeah.
Really? I feel like I caddied for the guy. I gotta ask if he played at a certain golf course.
Her brother wrote
when I was
that?
growing up.
Okay. If I had that much money, though, I would. If I met like just a random, like say I can't about this show, and I met Jimmy and I was hanging with him a little bit, I'd just throw him $100,000.
You'd have to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang with you. If you're just a fan.
300 million is fucking. That's Arthur money.
Wouldn't you just give away
Isn't that what
some
he
of that
had?
money?
No.
Can you legally give somebody 100,000?
Yeah, I'm sure you can. There's just certain gifts that are not taxable. I don't know the
You
law.
can give up
The tax implications.
For the most part, you give up to like 12 a year. And then after that, they have to get their little fucking greedy hands.
So I can't just give you, if I wanted to give you $100,000, I couldn't give it to you without getting hit with taxes.
Yeah, it would be a little complicated. I don't know the exact answer, but I think it gets a bit complicated.
I don't know what they amount
There might
to
be some workarounds I'm not sure of.
Isn't there one-time gift
I'm
things?
certainly not giving out $100,000.
If you had $300 million, you wouldn't give $100,000 to somebody, like a friend or somebody.
I've given that out, and I'm nowhere near that to help people. Get started in certain things. Yes. Yes.
They have to earn it if they want it. I'll give it, but I don't care who you are. Friend, family, you want some money? Get my dick out and tug it.
Jesus. Money
Friends and family?
Absolutely. Something personal. Tug my prick.
It's nothing personal.
Tug my prick.
God damn it.
Let's take a break. Let's get the plugs in for Bob Kelly.
Where's
who's gonna
Sandy,
be
by the way?
Is she here? Oh, no.
Piece of shit.
Sandy's not coming in.
Why? What happened?
Well, I got voicemails from her.
Is she mad at us?
No.
Oh.
She's super enthusiastic last night.
She's probably a
No,
little
not
scared.
so much.
And then late last night, decides that if it's raining.
She's a mental patient.
Do you know that she used to fuck, a lot of comics used to fuck her?
Yeah.
Like guys, she was like
Guys you know?
fuckable.
Oof.
Yeah, like,
That I
well, no,
can't
the
imagine.
generation before me.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I mean?
Well,
The
She
Marx
talks
Brothers.
about-
Marx Brothers.
She talks about Richard Pryor fucking her.
Yeah, like a lot of comics in New York were fucking Sandy Kane.
Yeah.
And you can see it if you look at her
Like
and
David
squint.
Brenner?
Yeah.
Like David
Fucked
Brenner would have
her,
fucked her.
He did fuck her.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
He fucked her. He admitted
Robert
fucking
Klein?
her. Yeah,
Robert Klein would fuck her? I don't know.
but if you look at a comedy club now, you can see Sandy, like the Sandy Kane.
The Sandy Kane of now. Oh,
at the
boy.
club, like
Man.
hanging out at the cellar bar.
Wow, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yuck.
Bobby's going to be at Harrah's, Atlantic City tonight. With
Nick DiPaolo.
Nick DiPaolo. That's a great show,
That's
man.
a crazy show tonight.
All right, go get tickets for that. And then over the weekend, it's the Stress Factory in New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Just Friday and Saturday.
Yeah,
Right.
Friday. But go Friday. Fuck Saturday.
Why?
I don't know. I always like to fill Friday up first. And then because the club owner's like, I can fill Saturday on my own. All right, go ahead then.
732-545 ha ha. It's Vinny's Club.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Get it?
Yes.
Ha
Easy
ha.
to remember though.
More with Bob Kelly. Nice.
Yeah, this is good stuff right here.
Oh, this could be the anniversary of the crucifixion. No.
So dark sounding.
Why are you playing this, Sal? I don't see it.
Just because I like it.
Thank you, Sal.
No. All right, we got Bob Kelly in studio playing Harrah's
What up?
in Atlantic City tonight with Nick DiPaolo. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
Very good show. And we were supposed to have Sandy Kane in to talk about the NYPD arresting her and throwing her in the old slammer for the weekend. I guess she wasn't close enough to her guitar case when she was performing in Times Square.
But do you think they arrested her for that, or when they said something to her, she might have been like, "What the fucking thing's right there, man"?
Oh, yeah, maybe
sure.
she was
Wow, that's a
belligerent.
great impression.
Maybe she was belligerent.
Yeah, I like if she probably would have said, "Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I'll bring it right over."
Yeah.
You don't think? I doubt she did that.
Well, we got voicemails because she was supposed to be in today. And even a voicemail from her is kind of fun. So.
Yo, hi, Sam. Sandy Kane. It is a Wednesday night in the rain, and I'm looking forward to being there and talk about, I don't know if you read the post today in page 6 that they did now, Blues Get Cowgirl, and just talk about this unintended package that if you have an unintended package for even, walk away for a second, come back, you could be arrested, and it's not even in the books, this law. They made it up, and all of a sudden I'm arrested, and it was so devastating for me. So they wrote about it in the Post. So let's talk about it. I thought would be great, and maybe even download Jailhouse Rock by Elvis, and I just talk about going to jail in New York City.
She's so old school.
It really takes a lot. I mean, years ago, it took a lot. You had to murder a cop to get arrested. Yeah, I wasn't even doing anything. But as the article said, I was topless, so maybe that was the reason. They can't arrest me for that, so they'll arrest me for some ridiculous law. I mean, it was my guitar case, and I'm playing the guitar a foot away. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow, and I just thought I'd give you those ideas, and we'll talk about going to jail. Ooh. Bye.
She sounds very normal and
coherent.
Then she called a little later, and this is a quicker message.
Yo, Sam, it's still raining like crazy. I might not make it today, so and I can't sleep. So I'm looking at the window. It's still raining. If it's still raining, it's 4:35, 6. I don't think I'll be able to come. So. Maybe we'll make it some other time.
What does she melt?
Yeah.
She melt in the rain?
What is she, old?
She probably doesn't like walking in the rain, I guess.
Well, I bet
doesn't
her
want to
wig.
spend the money on the cabs.
Her wig probably gets all fucking wet.
What about the guy, who fell in love with her once? You know there's a guy who she was like, look, I got to stop this. I got my career to think about.
We got a big career coming up.
Yeah, I gotta go play guitar, man.
The fucking bullet that asshole dodged. Yeah.
Right.
You understand the bullet that motherfucker. You ever look at girls now that you were really liked back in the day, and you're like, oh my God, did I dodge a fucking just a massive bullet?
Oh yeah.
And then you see some that still look good, and you're like, all right, she turned out well, but 80% of them are just fucking oinkers.
Fell apart.
That's because they never got over us.
It's just a mess.
What's going on with the Heisman Trophy winner and the crab legs? This is a fucked up story, man.
Something about that? He's broke and hungry?
Well, a lot of these athletes, it's been said, the sanctions and all that crap, they're looking closely at all these universities. These players just don't have money, man. Where is the story? I got to find it first. I should have been prepared.
I heard he was broke and hungry.
Well, with the crab legs, that's the story you're looking for. They want to take back the Heisman Trophy.
Really? Why?
Because they say if you were running with crab legs, you had an unfair advantage. Wow. I'm embarrassed that I thought that, much less said it.
Wow. Yes.
You think that was a good one?
That was so bad.
Winston issued citation for shoplifting, $32 worth of crab legs. Florida State's Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. Is that James? James with an I in there?
Jameis Winston.
J-A-M-E-I-S.
Jameis Gum.
Jameis Winston.
Jameis Gum.
I don't know, man. It could have been just another way to spell James. They get those people get fancy with their names.
Miss Littman, she's a great big four-legged person.
Yeah, she like the claws.
I'll go with
my mother's a crustacean. She'll pay you.
It's Jameis, I guess, right? Jameis Winston has been suspended from the university's baseball team after being issued a citation for stealing crab legs. He won the Heisman Trophy and he's stealing crab legs. Winston was caught shoplifting at a Publix Monday night and was issued a citation.
They are good.
Major Michael Wood said during a press conference that Winston told authorities that he just forgot to pay the $32 for the crab legs and other seafood items.
Where did he have them? I don't believe he forgot. It's kind of hard to forget to pay for shit.
Especially when they're in your hoodie.
Yeah.
No, man, you put it down your crotch.
Crab legs?
Yeah, they're dead. They're not going to fucking pinch you.
And there's no way to walk out of a supermarket without knowing you didn't pay. Because you got to either walk through the checkout thing.
Right. Or you have to walk out the indoor.
The indoor, or yeah.
You have them down your pants and your fucking cock is freezing.
Yeah. You're getting poked. Or you got to go past that customer service thing.
Right.
Where there's that little
You are right.
area.
It's very hard to do.
Very hard.
I just forgot because I was walking past everybody else paying.
Yeah.
That's why they put the registers there, to remind you.
Yeah. Don't
Oh,
just
it's money,
leave.
shithead.
It's just a college kid, even though he won the Heisman, just getting some free food.
They should fucking pay those guys.
I agree.
The amount of money they
just-
make for the universities, of course they
should make.
And most of these guys will never make money off their sport.
They should pay. They should just pay him.
He should have walked out the door with the crab legs under his arm, with his arms straight out, kind of sideways. No.
And what a dick too! Like the manager of the store could have been like, "I know who you are. What the fuck is
Yeah, what are
happening
you
here?
doing?
Just take the
Pay.
crab legs."
Yeah.
Yeah, give him the crab legs.
No?
Why not?
I know what you're saying, but no, if you're stealing crab legs, the manager's got to go get back those crab legs.
Stop saying crab legs.
I like that word. But it's a fun word to say. I don't have the opportunity to say crab legs.
Fucking chicks you fuck. You should do.
What chicks do I fuck? I got excited. No, I know. All the chicks I fuck.
I got fucking excited.
Crab legs.
Crab legs.
I don't know.
It's it's fucking stupid. It's sad that a guy who's that talented and achieved that much, which is insane,
I'm right here.
should have not you should have enough money. He should
I
have
think he
money in the
does.
bank when you.
He might. Maybe he just wanted to.
How does he have money?
What do you think? What do you mean he
He's a
wanted
college
to?
Maybe he
athlete.
just wanted to steal him.
What? Just like
Some
it's like a
people like
thing.
stealing
Some
things.
people love like Neil Mariah.
Love stealing things.
I mean, it is a fucking.
Yeah,
it's a
Wayne
high. I've stolen stuff.
Well, recently?
No, not recently.
Jokes.
No, I wish I did. I actually should.
Obviously, he hasn't stole jokes.
Big ticket items, or
I like that you did my joke better than me.
I know. Sorry.
big ticket items, or what?
Just rewording it
Fucking
for you.
candy.
No, when I was a kid, I used to. I was on the street. So
Candy
I used
was
to steal
like
food and
candy was like money when you were a kid. It was like bank robbery. Like you were so excited to get a fucking little candy bar and to steal it.
remember in the supermarkets they had the big bins of chocolates
Yeah.
and candy, and you could walk over and just eat them.
Yeah. You
at your
just
will.
grab a handful.
I sample throughout the whole supermarket to this day.
You still do it?
Do you know what's a great one?
I eat radishes because I'm like, I'm not going to buy a whole bunch of radishes. I just want one.
You want
What
you eat
the
a radish?
That's the fucking whitest thing I've ever heard you say.
Everything in the supermarket
I
you
go
could
through
grab
the-
and nibble on.
We're talking about eating chocolates
A
and
radish.
candy.
Well,
And-
those you got
When
to
you
wrap and stuff.
Pushing your cart as you hop along with little pellets falling out of your ass.
Do you make a little duty in the cart?
Do you shit out little balls while you eat your radish?
I love a good radish, but I don't want to buy them because I don't eat that many.
Who eats one radish?
I don't
How do you
know.
eat a raw radish?
And then it's obvious that I pulled one off the bunch or whatever it's
I
called.
can understand the grapes. You pass by
Oh,
those.
I do grapes.
Grab some
Grapes
of those.
that's rookie shit.
Even string beans and stuff. You,
Grapes are
Filthy, though. You
but
gotta
a
wash 'em.
radish.
grapes. That's
Why don't you grab
easy.
an onion on your way out?
No.
Yeah.
You don't like a good radish?
No, I don't like
dirty radish?
I don't like a radish in a salad. You can go fuck yourself
I like
with
it
a
in a
radish.
salad.
And
I like a
radish.
good radish.
And radishes are dirty. You're supposed to wash them.
Of course you are.
Nah, I like the dirt kind of adds to it.
You ever just pick
a
up
little
a
bit,
potato
little
and
dirt.
lick the outside of it and put it back?
And grapes are easy. I do grapes.
Yeah, those are easy.
Yeah.
Well, if you go to
I open up the blueberries because blueberries could trick you, and I squeeze them a little bit, make sure they're cloudy enough.
Never buy them.
Here's what you do.
purchase.
I go to the supermarket that has the
You open
little
up the
water
blueberries,
jets.
right?
The what?
See the water jets that are over the fruit and
Yeah.
vegetables, and it occasionally goes and sprays them down with water.
Yeah.
That's the ones you go to because it's like they're self-washing, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And then you grab a handful of fucking grapes or
what's the place
a radish.
near us?
A radish.
The supermarket that. What is it called? The one up on the hill?
A&P?
No, the one on the hill that has all the samples. It's
King
like
Cullen?
it's a million samples up in Yonkers.
A&P?
By the
Walbaum's,
the Home Depot.
What's some of them other supermarkets we got?
ShopRite?
Ralph's.
Whole Foods?
No, what's it called?
Sam's Club.
No.
Food Emporium.
Stu Leonard's.
Stu Leonard's.
You want to go to
Be
a fucking
film critic?
It's all they do is sample everything. There's
Yeah.
a million people, and they're just sitting there with the most amazing fucking samples.
Oh, with the little toothpicks and
That's all it is samples.
Whole Foods does that here in New York.
Stu Leonard's will fucking blow
You can have a whole lunch.
Yeah, Stu Leonard's, same thing.
Yeah.
It's
you don't need to buy
ridiculous.
But you can't be like a homeless guy and just walk in. They'll be like, yeah.
No, you
get
gotta
out of here.
have a little variety. You can't keep going back to the same station. But you can get a nice meal in.
I'd want to get full just
I go back.
standing there.
I have like disguises. I have a mustache, a different hat.
You just come back with different like disguises, but it's like a vegetable mustache. You use some celery and broccoli mutton chops. You come back. Hey, I'd like to try that.
I come back with a radish in my nose, like cancer.
Opie's eating it. A radish.
Radish. I hope you choke next time you.
There's so much.
I don't
to
buy
pilfer.
radishes though.
So much to pilfer.
One
at
every
a
once in a while
supermarket.
is good.
Have a cookie. I can see you nibbled a cookie.
Open up a fucking cookie.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Go get a piece of bread.
do you eat as you go and then have to like give them the wrappers to
Why would you do that?
to scan the wrappers?
I've done that.
You
have to piss off a Puerto Rican chick.
No,
I wouldn't do that.
I'm trying to think of like I don't know, like maybe
a condom.
A protein bar or something.
Yeah.
And I'm eating it as I go, and then I have to hand them the
I
wrapper
wouldn't
to
give him
scan
the
it.
wapper.
No,
I love getting away with things.
I'll steal a radish, but I'm not going to steal a protein bar.
Yeah.
We've been to your parties.
Sometimes you wheel that cart out with a fucking case of beer underneath.
No.
Yeah, they don't see that shit.
No.
And if they do, then you're like, oh, fuck, it was down
Well, I
here.
thought you saw it and rang it
Right.
up.
There's so many excuses
I can't do it.
for that under compartment. I've
I
done
think
that
it's
for years.
it will come back. I truly believe it comes back to you.
Comes back to haunt
Like
you.
immediately. I've done stupid shit like that and immediately get like a flat tire or
shit.
some fucked up
karma
shit.
stuff.
Karma chameleon.
I believe in it.
My the best is when I'm checking out and my kid is still in a cart or one of my wheelie things that I wheel him into the supermarket with. Get home to realize that they might have taken a few items.
You might have taken a couple of things.
Actually, it's the
Finster, you naughty baby.
I'm like, and what do you do then? Do you go all the way back to the supermarket to be a good guy, or you go, fuck it, what are you going to do?
Maybe next time
I didn't
you're there,
know.
you throw in for it.
I didn't know.
What did your kid grab without you? Are you looking at him?
The
A ham?
The candy shit right at the register.
Case of beer?
It's actually Japanese chocolate candy, if you need to know the exact thing.
What is
it's
it?
all right on the counter as you're
the
checking
impulse
out.
buying stuff he
Yeah,
grabs?
right there.
That's why I love being out in the city, too. The grocery stores are so much better.
There is a showcase of meat where I go shopping.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah,
you
it's
go
called
up
a
to the meat
restroom.
section.
Poking through holes.
You can't say.
Is that a London broil coming through that hole?
Oh, my God.
Delicious.
That is so fucking good.
Oh,
ooh, I'll take that. One of those.
I'll take the sausage with the sweater on it.
Oh, those come in a pair, I see.
New York City supermarket meat just looks sad.
Oh,
yeah.
It just looks sad.
Yeah, they don't even dye it. It's just original gray.
And neither do you. I had to get it off me.
I'll take it.
Jimmy, it hurt me deeply.
Do you know how fucking smart that joke is? Do you know how fast you have to be to come up with diet, which is 2 fucking words, and you put them into one and made them into a fat joke? That is fucking brilliant.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ, that's a good one. Wow, that was fast.
So the meat's good, huh?
Yes. I love the meat.
Yeah.
You go in there.
funny.
But yeah, because the city supermarkets are so small. The narrow little aisles, they have the little carts that have to be small little carts to wheel them down there.
Just horrible.
And the hand thing, I never use the basket. Where you walk in, it's like, I don't need enough for the cart, so I'll just have the basket on your arm and fill that up. I've never used the basket.
Yeah, because you fill it up and then you got to walk like a Guatemalan with it attached to your head
Grab
because
a
it's so
cart.
heavy.
I don't care if I'm getting 3 things.
I remember
Grab a fucking cart.
I went to a super Stop and Shop.
Ooh.
And it's like, what the fuck?
Aisle after aisle of
Aisle
goodness.
after and the vegetables and the little spritz you were talking about. Some dude with an apron that knows everything about everything in his section.
And just in his section.
That's it.
Oh, the bakery section. And then they got the seafood and meats and.
But then you got the little other grocery stores like I have the Chico's,
the hell
which
is
like
that?
a family owned place. And then there's an Italian place that you go in this. They still have the meats hanging, and some guy named Anthony will be like, "Listen,
That's
where
good shit right there.
Where you want
Right.
to do the pork chop? Let me bring them in the back. I'll tenderize them for you."
That's what you need.
Yeah.
A real fucking
He takes
guinea
your fucking stuff
butcher.
in the back and he jerks off into it. Enjoy.
There's some accountant on the table, half cut up. See, because he's a mob guy, because he's a.
We got Yeah, you got to get out of the city, Ope.
I would love to.
You got to get the fuck out.
I would love.
I don't know why you live in that building. You live in a hotel room with your family.
That's pretty much what it is. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah,
no outdoor space, and these kids will drive you insane without a backyard. You need to open a door and say,
Just
go.
Right, go.
Where you could see them.
Yeah.
See them from a window as you're watching something.
Yeah, dude. You gotta get out
I'm
of the
ready.
city.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I never thought of that. In the city, your kids are literally with you the whole time, right?
Yeah, because
like
if you
can't
go out,
send them out to
you
play.
can't send them out. You have to go with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like your dogs. Dogs, same thing. Wow. I had to walk my dogs 3 times a day for 12 years. So in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night, you had to go outside and pick up the dog shit. Now you just fucking go.
Open the door.
If they come back, they come back.
When we were growing up, we saw
a coyote to fucking.
You'll pick it up when you're playing touch football over the summer and you fall face first. And I missed this one.
When we were growing up, around our houses, right? We saw our parents for maybe an hour in the morning, maybe.
Yeah.
Then you were gone, and then maybe you would come back in if you were close to the house for a snack.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't see them until dark.
And
at
you're right
time.
back out again.
There's that video on YouTube about if you lived in the what was it the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you were a tougher kid.
Yes,
because you didn't have video. You had to go out and play and meet other people.
Do you remember all the shit that used to happen that you didn't even bring up to your parents? It was just part of, being a kid.
Hey, do you think kids ring and run anymore? No. They're playing Call of Duty.
And remember how hard it was to make a new friend?
It was
it's like,
fucking nuts.
I think it's like, this kid. It's like, all right, I guess we're friends now.
You had to go find friends, and then you had to come up with games. You had to invent. All right, we're going to take this ball.
Monster Rain.
Yeah, that was a fun game. Play the shame game.
Some games are better than others.
But there was this whole fucking
you had to socialize.
This weird
you had to work it.
Kids socialization, Lord of the Flies thing going on.
What was the game where you'd be on? There was 2 bases and you'd have to run from either base.
Oh, back and forth.
What was that?
That was just called.
What was that called?
Not tag.
Not tag.
Oh, what the fuck? We used to play it at my grandma's beach
Wasn't that
house.
something you had to say before?
Oh yeah.
Red Rover.
No.
Send fucking.
No, come on.
Send the little fecky kid over.
That game sucked because the fat kid always won.
Was it just called bases?
Tag was, home base.
Maybe I don't know. It was 2 bases. You had to run from one to you had to run from, and once you got to the base, you were safe. You were safe.
That sounds like tag to me.
But no, there was like 10 people doing it at the same time.
Yeah, so you you had to
running the bases.
and you had to
pickle.
Running bases, I think. Not
running bases.
No,
I think it was just called bases.
If you
running
tagged
bases.
somebody that was running, then they were in the middle, and they had to get something. You don't remember that game?
Yeah, I was more a just tag or play Army a lot.
In the woods, yeah.
Army?
Yeah, you'd have your fake toy guns, and you're
just in your own backyard with a 50 cal, some broad in a bikini,
pointing at a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't talk about what you used to do. You're still doing it.
You have a fucking toy helicopter,
you fucking child.
You're like a pedophile with Full Metal Jacket fantasies.
Yeah. When you were a kid, you actually worked on a farm. You lived your life backwards. You did man work at 10, and now you're just a child in the backyard swimming all night.
As a boy, you shoot a horse, and now you're 58, and you want to play jacks on the patio.
Yeah, you're fucking crying because there's no mustard for your hot dog.
When you were a kid, you hitchhiked across, you fucking filed your taxes on time.
I know, exactly. You fucking drove a car when you were fucking 14. Now you just have somebody drive you around, you baby.
Yeah, I am a baby.
You should have a big baby seat in the back of your fucking caddy.
I like toys. I like to play.
I know you do.
My friend Kevin out of Rochester just wrote me. He said, hold on. Kids from a different block were like a rival gang.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
They'd be a block away.
Yeah.
But they were like
it was a whole different
world.
But remember when you'd actually...
But then when you would mingle with them, it'd be kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then your gang would get bigger.
Yeah.
But then when you had to figure out their tree fort and shit, did you do that? We're like, hey, man, we're going to go...
There was
like you knew
instance,
you knew your woods and your tree fort, but then every once in a while, like, hey, we're going over whatever.
It was like alien territory.
Right.
Oh, man, yeah. I remember one tree fort. The ladder was so fucking high up. They put the tree fort way the fuck up in a tree. And I'm climbing this thing, and I was a little kid, and I was scared pissless, but you couldn't, you know.
You couldn't show that.
Yeah, you couldn't say you had to do it.
Well, we didn't. We lived in the city, so we didn't have
faggot.
We didn't have tree forts. So we remember one time we dug a hole in the kids' bed. We were going to build a fort underground.
Oh, we had one underground fort.
But we got tired.
Crazy.
We didn't realize how fucking hard it was to dig a hole. So we wound up just digging like a huge hole in this kid's backyard. His mom came up.
So instead of a fort, it was a shallow grave.
His mom came home. What the fuck did you do? All the grass. We didn't know grass was like valuable. That was
just grass.
It was just grass. It's just
grass
fucking
and dirt.
It grows back.
Fuck is she having a conniption
Did you
for?
ever break windows? Me and my friend Dean used to run through the apartments, and we lived for just throwing rocks through windows.
Jesus, no wonder
kids do have an attraction to breaking glass. When you could throw a rock through a big fucking window.
The sound, like when you would haul off and throw it, and there was that like there was that pause while it was still flying through the air.
And then you just hear it
fuck,
fucking
I'd
break.
still love to go do that.
There's a lot of windows in New York. Let's do it.
We used to pick up. You remember the one-way street, and cars would park on both sides back in the day. So there was room for one fucking car down the street. We'd go down the one end and pick up a car and swing it into the middle, and then the car would come down and get stuck, and then we'd run behind it and swing another car behind it, so it would just be stuck. And there's no way they could.
Picking up cars.
There's like 20 of us.
Friends, the Justice League.
Dude, you can pick up a car with 20 kids. Yeah, fucking. We used to pick up cars all the time.
Pick up.
Did anyone ever drive off onto the lawns?
What do you mean?
To get away.
Yeah, how did they get their car out?
No, you couldn't. It was a fucking...
You're boxed in by
you're
4 cars.
boxed in, and it's a one-way street, and it's cars. They had to just beep their horn until the owner of the car would come out and go, what the fuck?
Me and my friends did that with tractor trailers.
You did
No, you
not.
didn't, Chip. You didn't have a fucking trailer.
Couldn't happen.
Mother's a whore, Chip.
Very, very heavy, Chip.
I love being a kid. Being a kid now must suck.
I don't know.
They're all inside.
It's all relative.
When you drive around in the suburbs, you don't see kids, right?
Nope.
On their bikes and shit.
Yeah, that's
in their backyards or anything.
I saw a kid playing like 3 weeks ago.
And
It was
felt
just
weird.
lonely.
It felt weird, right?
Yeah, he was like kicking some can with a stick, and then I was like, this lonely little motherfucker has no friends.
But back then, but now they have access to everything. We didn't have computer games. I would have loved to have had. Me and my friend would play in television.
Yeah, but you would go out and play a game physically. Like you would go and actually do the game. Like you would play Army.
Yeah, there was no Call of Duty, but
Yeah.
you bought like your toy guns. You'd have them, and you'd break up into teams. All right, you're the Vietnamese.
Yeah, you can
see with me it was the Vietnamese and the Americans.
Right.
You know,
Koreans.
Koreans. It was the Nazis, and and then you're hit. No, you missed me.
Yeah,
you little fuck. How you miss? There's no bullets flying. Just suck it up and lay down.
Even if you sit at a table now, everybody's on their phone.
Yeah.
Like even look, everybody's.
It used to be rude. It's not.
Well, no. Back in the day, before phones, people would you would have to talk because there was nothing else to do. Like, you just stare at each other at a table.
That is brutal.
You'd have to go, what's up? What are you doing? What happened?
When I would go visit my friend Roy in Flushing, and it was my parents and his parents, they'd get together, friends for forever and ever, and we'd go out and play and stuff like that, but I couldn't imagine. I was like, oh, how boring is it to be an adult? Because they would just sit there at the table for the entire time talking.
Yeah.
Smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee, having some coffee cake and stuff, and just yapping for hours on end.
But you're so self-involved now. It's all about you.
Yeah.
And not about, it's like, what is my Twitter doing? What am I looking at? What am I reading? You're not even sitting there talking to somebody. You had to, even if you fucking weren't, had to be interested in your friend or the person across from you.
You gotta listen to the conversation.
Look on a train. Nobody a bus. Nobody talks to each other.
The only difference is this. Now, all you're doing now is what we used to do, but now it's visible. Because we would always zone out and think about other shit. Now you can just see somebody physically doing it.
Yeah, but there's a zoning out. No, because if you zoned out in a conversation, if we were all hanging out at a table and there was no phones and we were all talking and what are you fucking zoning out? We'd be like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
But now, I know what you're doing. You're reading your Twitter feed, or you're emailing somebody, or you're reading some type of website. You are about you right now. Whatever was going on, you're like, fuck this. I want to do this.
Well, it makes your person better be interesting. Like the guy you're out with had better be an interesting person.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's how otherwise you're both looking at your phones.
I'm just a fucking drool then, because every time I look up at the cellar, everybody's on their phone.
Oh, shit.
No,
and you just want to have a little conversation.
Well, that's the worst too, when you're telling a story to your friend or somebody you talk, and then you look and they're just in their phone.
Yeah.
And they keep looking at yeah. What the fuck?
Well, you know, people are listening. It's really hard to get used to this ability to see everything. It's really fucking hard because you're getting news and information real time. It's irresistible.
At the cost of social interaction.
But even in a club, like I get mad when somebody's on their phone.
Don't get mad, get even.
I used to get really mad when I would see some broad on her phone. But now it's like, how do you resist the urge of instantly talking to or finding out what's going on with your kid, or finding out what the fuck is happening later? How do you resist that when you hear it buzzing in your fucking dumb
seeing what they're saying about you on Twitter?
Yeah. Could you imagine being a parent back in the old days? Do you have babysitters yet and all that?
We had one.
Where you're out and you could, like you just said, you could do a quick text. All right, everything's cool. You would have to leave the restaurant, find a phone. I'm going to go check in with the babysitter.
Check in. And then there were no videos. You weren't watching like fucking popping in cartoons.
Could you imagine being a babysitter? Yeah, that would be fucking boring as shit.
I don't know how parents left their kids back then. That's crazy.
It was just, you had to. It was just the way it was, you know?
It was great.
The shit that went on back in the day.
Fantastic.
It was scary.
Yeah, I used to have sex with the babysitter.
No. Joe was used to make out with the babysitter. I would drink.
How old were you?
We were kids, fucking, I don't know, 11, 10, 9.
Yeah, how old
you
was
really
he?
lived your life backwards. You're fucking a babysitter.
No, I never fucked the babysitter.
Did you see her titties?
No, I wanted to.
You were drinking casually at 9?
No, that was like a special thing. I didn't even like it.
That used to scare the fuck out of me to even just take
like
a
it,
sip.
but just the fact that we could do it, the liquor cabinet. But the babysitter would invite all her friends over, and they would be drinking and fucking partying, playing music.
Was your brother banging the babysitter?
I don't think he was banging the babysitter, but he was taking some liberties. Taking some liberties.
When she was passed out?
The only consolation is half of those dumb fucking friends of hers that brought over probably old dead in the nom. Good for them.
Jesus.
I'm teasing, of course.
Let's go to Craig.
It's hard to get off your phone. Everybody's fucking, it's like you're just texting and stuff.
What the fuck? Let me see it again.
What did he show you?
He just showed me a fucking brilliant picture of his cock.
Brilliant.
You know, they had to snap one. That's what we do on our phones.
I tell you, though, Norton's got a good piece.
We've all seen his piece.
But it's a good
piece. I don't think anybody has
all seen it.
Craig
in Louisiana.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hi, Craig.
Kind of going back to what you guys are talking about. Says a few years ago, Jimmy told a story about an old man with chocolate ice cream, and I don't remember the details of it, but I remember laughing my ass off, and I was wondering if you could tell that again.
It's with actually my buddy Stanley, who I've been in contact with.
Oh, I hate Stanley.
Stainless Steel.
Stanley.
Who he wants to meet up. I'm going to see him soon.
Wow.
He's a fucking steel bender, and I would hang out with him and his younger brother. And when I was 13, we would do mischief. And one of the times we decided. We were outside somewhere in a parking lot, and me and Mike were 13, and we found this fucking, picture of like an empty dish of melted chocolate ice cream. So we're walking around in this parking lot looking at open car windows, and we found this open car window, and we took the melted ice cream and we dumped it all over. It was like one of those things like the seat back covers, like a fur seat back cover. Yeah. So we dumped it all over that and then laughed, and we came out of the store and we drove by their car, and there was an elderly couple standing in front of the car, and the old woman was wiping chocolate off her husband's back.
That's not right.
I know that comes back to you.
These wheezy laughs, but I'm just remembering just him standing there and her wiping. The whole picture unfolded.
Exactly what happened.
We used to find.
Did you guys laugh? Were you?
Oh, we couldn't have been happier. It was even more than a laugh. It was the victory you feel. It was how Boston felt when they won the World Series.
Yeah.
And we used to go with margarine dishes full of they would get they had a pickup truck, and they would get like margarine, like a parquet
Yeah, a
tin
little
of tub of motor oil, and then we would look for cars with open windows and just dump it all over the dashboard and steer
Holy shit! Oh, is that fucking mean?
So we would dump it like on the inside of the windshield and all over the buttons and knobs.
What a way to destroy the inside of a car.
We used to get rocks and put them in motorcycles' gas tanks. Just fill them to the top with rocks. You know the railroad train rocks?
Yeah.
We'd get those rocks and just stick them in any motorcycle. We just take the top off and fill the gas tank up with it.
Damn.
Yeah. It was called running bases. That was the name of the
I think
game.
that's what we called it too, yeah.
Running bases.
Some were saying it was called pickle as well.
Pickle, no.
I think we just said, hey, you want to run bases?
God, is that fucking
all right.
I miss being a kid.
Why don't we start wrapping up here? Bobby's got a couple of great gigs coming up. One tonight with Nick DiPaolo at Harrah's in Atlantic City.
Yeah, Nick DiPaolo.
So you got to leave now, I guess, huh? Or soon?
No, 1 o'clock.
You going back home?
I got to go home, yeah.
Oh, what a pain in the ass that
You
is.
should have brought your stuff and just headed
You
down.
should just went from
Take
here.
the wife, take the baby, you go down.
I'm going back. I got to see the kid. I got to do something else, and then I got to go. I'm going to grab Nick, and we're going to go up together.
Okay.
Like two fucking men. The fucking
But what
soccer mom.
about getting back to the Stress Factory?
That's tomorrow night.
Right, so what
I'm coming back tonight.
Oh, my
City.
God.
You're out of your mind.
Why?
I probably would have stayed there, drove right to New Brunswick.
Right.
I got a kid, dude. I can't.
Can you bring them or no?
I don't want to. No. If I had my option, I'd hunker in for a year and a half and not go anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, it's just because you get so comfortable with the where you're at, your environment, and then when you bring them somewhere else, there's a ton of shit that goes into that.
What's that one, Roro?
Additional scenes, commentary by Mel Brooks.
Mel Brooks movie.
Feature
Blazing Saddles.
This is dirty.
What are they doing with this?
Dirty.
40th anniversary edition of Blazing Saddles.
What a funny movie.
Yeah. Cleavon Little is dead.
What are they adding to this?
Documentary and all stuff.
Mel Brooks commentary.
All right. Who wants mine?
Yeah.
Aha.
Young Sam Roberts.
It was empty and I caught it.
So I wish it was a fucking glass of a kit, whatever.
Ooh.
Wow. Spun out of control.
It really did.
I couldn't think of what I wanted to hurt Sam. Like what would be in that? What would be in that tin container that would have scald him for life? Jesus.
Stress Factory for Bob Kelly. Yeah, tomorrow and Saturday night in New Brunswick. I might try to make one of those shows. We'll see.
All right.
And of course, on May 10th, Saturday, May 10th, at the Village Idiot Pub in Patchogue. That's me, my brother Joe, my sister Dawn, and a bunch of the other guys from various bands over the past. We're going to be doing shit from everything. 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s.
Yeah, she sings her ass off.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I don't know
She
Dawn
sings
sang.
like third-part harmony on some of this shit.
No shit.
Yeah, it's fun.
So it's you, your brother, your sister.
Yeah,
Partridge
Joe
Family.
Curry.
Yeah.
Alex, Mikey. There's a bunch of Cowbell Bill. Remember?
Joe gonna wear that
Playing
outfit?
drums. I don't think Joe's gonna wear the outfit.
What do you wear?
What outfit?
What would he wear? That
His
long
dress.
dress?
Oh, Joe Curry. No, that's for Rot Gut. This is different.
What would he
Joe
wear?
Curry.
A dress?
He would wear
Yeah,
a dress and like a big chapeau.
Why?
And because he was out of his fucking mind.
He is out of his mind.
Yeah.
His little
Joe
Rock
Curry.
Gut band was a lot different.
It's a little nuts.
That's great, dude. I want to come see that.
It'll be fun. It's just gonna, hang out, play a bunch of old cover tunes, and drink.
What are you going to wear?
I'm just gonna wear regular clothes.
You should wear like 6 shooters on your
Should I? Yeah. Well.
Okay.
6. Come on.
Eric Stangl wrote me too. He said it's running bases. All right.
He's funny, that guy.
He's very funny. Very, very good follow on Twitter.
Very funny.
And also, Bob Kelly's got the podcast with Riotcast doing very well. So.
Yeah. You know
Regular
what? They're
Riot.
playing this weekend, I think, on your station.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I think so.
And Roro, when do I get my Samsung?
In a week or so. The guy
Or so.
Are we still white glove?
I know.
Yeah, he's coming there.
What happened? That glove's getting a little.
We're not white glove
dirty.
anymore?
Exactly. I've been using it to fucking fist somebody.
We want them ASAP.
I got the Galaxy Note 3, which I like, and I don't feel like it's that big anymore.
I love that phone.
I'm going to get the Samsung 5.
I so hope iPhone 6 is big and fucking nice like that. If it's not, I'm out. I'm out.
Do you feel this is big?
Nope. I want the iPhone to be that big.
Are you a little tired of the iPhone?
I'm out. If it's
what
not
about the
big,
apps, though? Aren't the apps that are on this?
Huh? The apps are, I think, more reliable.
The apps are catching up, finally.
The functionality is more reliable.
I think the interface is a lot easier on an iPhone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you're used to it, too.
But it's just a learning curve.
Yeah.
When you first got that, and you're like, how am I going to, I remember you, how am I going to type with my thumb?
I can't do this.
But now you can, you're fucking a master at it.
Kenny still has the BlackBerry, which he'll take out of its awful case. He'll rub, like he'll talk, and then he'll rub it to get his fucking cheek grease off it, and then put it away.
I turned everyone on to the iPad on this show. So
What?
Oh, yeah?
I did it too, actually.
You're out of your fucking
Yeah,
minds.
me and Jimmy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Wait
Thanks.
a minute.
Bye.
The Opie and Anthony Show has drawn to a close. Stay tuned to reflect, relive, and get the story behind the story of the finest moments of today's show. Sam Roberts' Opie and Anthony Post Show begins in moments.
Screw that guy. Hey. That's all right. Your mom spoiled you. Now it's time to spoil your mom with berries and flowers. You can spoil.
Wow, now. And look back on another legendary day of broadcasting. This is the Opie and Anthony Post Show with Sam Roberts.
They're red.
Make it red.
Oh, it's red.
Make them red, baby.
Welcome to the Post Show.
The Bob and Sam Show.
Why did you do the
Huh?
I should have said ahem.
I interrupted you.
Oh, so then you ahem. Aren't you supposed to ahem before you make your interrupting
in case
statement?
any of the heads of the company are listening.
Oh, make sure they know?
Yeah.
It's the Bob and Sam.
Oh, look who just showed up.
See you guys, I gotta go.
Bye.
You never know what's going to happen here on the Bob and Sam Show. What Oh, Jesus.
Fucking chips.
I wish you knew what was going to happen. 866-WOW-1-WOW. 866.
Wow.
969
1
Wow 969
Wow.
And you could be a part of the Post Show today.
Why would you give the number out?
Because people don't realize that if you just spell it out like on a BlackBerry or whatever, it calls it.
Yeah, those people you don't want calling. The people that haven't realized that yet, that there's actually letters on a phone and you can spell shit, fuck them.
Well, what about the rotary phone people?
They don't have that anymore. They don't even make them. It's actually illegal, I don't know if you know this,
I don't.
to have a rotary phone.
Why is it illegal?
Because it takes too long to call 911.
So it's illegal?
Illegal in many businesses.
Who's going to call 911? It would take too long.
It would take too long.
Right, so you won't get caught.
That's too much.
That's a great impression of a rotary phone.
That's actually an impression of 911, not just a rotary phone.
No, I know, because
I did that.
I got it. I mean, it was really... That's the thing about Bob Kelly.
What's up?
Detail-oriented.
That's my thing.
That's your deal from day one. Before you even thought of one punchline, it was like, first, let me get the details.
Yeah, I don't have punchlines. I have details.
Right.
I have details that make you laugh.
There's no jokes. There's descriptions.
Details.
Right. A friend of mine went and saw you the last time I think you were in Atlantic City.
Yeah, Bob.
Right around New Year's time, maybe. Is that right?
I don't know. Maybe.
You may have been in Atlantic City?
Yeah. Oh, at Revel.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
He said you were very, very good. I said, no surprise to me. No surprise to me. I saw that one coming a mile away.
Yeah.
So where are you gonna be tonight?
Tonight I'm at the Atlantic. I'm at Harris.
Harris.
Yeah, they're doing a great comedy series. They have really fucking crazy great acts. And tonight it's me and Nick DiPaolo.
That's a big show, and you're only doing one show, right?
One show, me and Nick. Nick is one of the funniest guys on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a killer, man. He is a fucking killer.
How's his podcast been doing?
Unbelievable. They did a show yesterday, you know, because unfortunately the Artie Lang show got canceled.
Yeah, I read that. Artie's show got canceled from DirecTV and all the stations and everything.
Yeah, it got canceled. But the good news is he was on, you can go to riotcast.com and get Nick DiPaolo's podcast, and him and Artie did a show yesterday.
That's huge.
And it was great, but it was hilarious. And he talked about what happened. I guess, you know, he sounded great. Artie sounded so fucking good, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounded great.